And we're back. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to War Games News Radio, and welcome to a Fistful of Neutrons, a Fallout 2D20 adventure. My name is Ryan. I am your humble overseer and host here at WGNR, and these three individuals you see in these boxes are our players. Hello, players.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing?
Hello.
How art thou?
Did everyone on our side of the country survive Snowmageddon, and is everyone on the other side of the country doing just fine in plus 10 weather?
Oh yeah, our snow's gone now. It's melting.
Yeah,
now
it's really nice up here. Actually,
slush fest.
It rained
Western
earlier.
folks,
Like, what
that's
is
great.
that? That's crazy.
What has happened? Well, thank you so much for joining us back here. We are very excited for our 12th episode total, not including holiday specials, and second installment of TGI Fallout, TGI Friday. We've moved to our new time slot, so thank you to everybody for sticking in here. It's awesome to be here on Fridays, have a little bit more time to play with you folks, and it's great to have you folks coming in week after week. See, we've got a couple familiar faces there with Hondat and Jonathan from Excalibur Hobbies. So great to see you folks back here today. We're gonna have some Wasteland action for you in just a minute. First things last, thank you so much for tuning in, and we've got a really fun one for you here today. We also have a bit of a special giveaway. We're gonna be giving away not one but two WGNR hoodies, which is super fun. We had some merch come in, so we thought, hey, well, let's give it away. So thank you so much for tuning in, and if you want to get in on that giveaway, then comment !prize pack in the chat. We'll do one. Why don't we say what we should do? One after halftime and one at the end.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, let's do that. We put a lot of thought into this before we came up with this giveaway idea, as you can see. So yeah, sure, we'll do one at the beginning, one at halftime, and one at the end. So comment !prize pack in the chat, and you can get yourself a little bit of swag, which is super fun. Make sure that if you are going to enter, that you stick in, or at the very least find a way to check the video replay afterwards to see if you won, because you will have to get in contact with us to claim your prize. There is still one unclaimed PDF of the rulebook that we gave away, so unless I hear back from that person sooner than later, we might have to do another re-gift and a re-giveaway. So we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But for now, enter prize pack in the chat, and you can get yourself some cool swag. What else? We are playing, of course, if you are just brand new tuning in, Fallout 2D20, Fallout the role-playing game by Modifius Entertainment. Super fun system. We're finally getting the hang of it, even though I just relearned a couple of things that we were getting wrong to begin with. But so I'll have some rules-based discussions with you folks as we go, because there's a couple things that are going to make you more effective in combat, and that's good because I'm pretty sure that's where we left off. A couple things before we do jump into the action is that the subject matter which we deal with on this show can sometimes be a little mature, if you will, in that there will be violence, no doubt, considering, again, we're coming in on combat, as well as some...
There will be blood.
There will be blood.
Not too much.
Strong language.
But just enough.
And
some mature situations. We avoid going to any super weird, super icky places, but it is the Wasteland, so weird shit gonna happen. So you have been warned. If anything you think is going to, not be so chill in a Wasteland environment, now is your chance to leave. But I don't think you should. I think you should stick around, because we are having a ton of fun here. If you like what we do and you like the show, then consider going over to Streamlabs, getting yourself some merchandise, and potentially even throwing us a couple shekels if you do so choose. Anyone who joins at the chosen one level on Patreon can find themselves represented as a character on this show at some point down the line, as well as get a whole bunch of extra bonuses, including extra entries into said giveaways, which we're doing here today. So I believe, at the very least, Jonathan from Excalibur Hobbies, you can double your chance to win there. And any other chosen ones who are in the chat tonight, make sure that you enter, because then you've entered twice. And entering twice is twice as nice. So, with all that out of the way, let's go around the horn and reintroduce ourselves to our virtual cast of characters, and we will start off with Raj. Raj, tell us about yourself and Johnny Bottlecap.
Hello. Greetings
Hello.
to all. Hello.
Hello.
My name,
It's Roger's
my name,
first time talking.
yeah.
Hello. Hi.
And
Hi.
salutations.
Hi, Johnny Bottlecap.
My name is Raj. I play the character of Johnny Bottlecap. He is a lovable, little riffraff, a vault-dwelling individual, trying to do good, and seems to be getting into a lot of trouble. But that's kind of his whole thing.
There you go. Trying to do good and having a bad time doing it.
Mistakes do happen.
Mistakes do happen.
Mistakes do happen.
Do happen. Well, Johnny, we'll get you back into our fictional world right after we tour around too. We'll stop off at Grant. Grant, tell us about yourself and your character, Grant, the rifleman.
Yeah, as mentioned, I'm Grant. I play Grant Elliot Charles Kingsmith, aka the Rifleman. I am equally cursed and praised throughout the lands. I travel with my trusty dog Duke, who's the goodest of boys. And just last week, I applied some sunscreen, only to later find out, drum roll please, it wasn't actually sunscreen.
Gotta hate when that happens.
Dang, that's tough.
I'm afraid to ask what it was, but
Nope.
That's why.
you smell good, so
We
it's
don't.
fine.
You're too young to find out.
You don't want to know.
That's for a different show. That's for Fistful of Neutrons Nights.
Ooh.
Which coming soon to a YouTube channel.
What's
near
the
you.
level above chosen one? That's who gets to find out what that's.
That's who gets to find out what that is, and you might not want to know when you do.
It's
but
not.
moving.
I mean, maybe.
Can't unsee.
That's where mistakes do happen. Moving on
That's where
to
mistakes come from.
moving on to Justin and your character Yuri. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, yeah, my name is Justin. First time, long time. I'm just, I'm really enjoying. This is our 12th official show. One, 2.
Episode.
I think
Lucky
we've done
you.
12 canonical, 14 with the 2 holiday
with
specials.
the
So, like,
Yes.
we're getting up there in content, boys. My name's
yeah.
Justin, huge nerd, love Fallout, love gaming. I play Yuri Andropov. I am a caravanner, a ghoul, and a one time before this disaster, a priest in the Catholic Church. And yeah, last where we left off, I think I was in the worst imaginable place for me, Justin, to be in this fucking story. I hate it.
I thought you loved Mirelurks.
My
I fucking
boy
hate
hates
Mirelurks more than
himself
anything.
some
That's what you said.
Mirelurks.
I
See,
remember
and this
you
is
saying that.
why you never tell the overseer anything, because he will tailor make a scenario with your worst Fallout enemy,
I
which
have a
we will get into
fear
in
of
just a
Mirelurks.
minute. We will jump right into the action with a quick recap on episode 12. But again, for anyone just joining us, if you want to get yourselves some cool WG in our hoodie swag, then comment exclamation point prize pack in the chat, and any chosen one members you get to enter twice. So thank you so much again. And with our player introductions done and our giveaway swag officially and flogged to death, we will move into episode 12, A Fistful of Neutrons, Furry Road, Part 4. When we last left our crew, you all were in a bit of a precarious situation. The last day's ride through the wasteland was a little less eventful than the one prior, but still had a pretty interesting day. After your encounter with the raiders and running that blockade, subsequently damaging your water war rig and putting it back together again, you head out on the wasteland road towards the Grand Western Reservoir on the outskirts of Dogtown. Your quest is to return to the Crimson Caravan Company with 2,750 gallons worth of Aqua Pura in your Brahmin water rig. By doing this, you will get a handsome reward of caps and be one very large step closer towards putting a trade route in the settlement of Longmount, your home away from home. But failing to do so will result in a tragic loss for your party. That was loud. A tragic loss for your party in the form of Enola May. Justin has gone and put
Don't like
his
it.
lovely cow, Brahmin, trusted companion.
I was about to say, what the fuck did you just call her? She's a
I call
problem.
her a
It's
lot
a
of things.
lovely
Up
cow.
as collateral
Just
against
call
this
her.
run from the very unlikable Crimson Caravan's Robert Waxman.
Fuck that guy.
You all made it to the reservoir after encountering a pack of dogs, which wasn't the first pack you'd encountered and wouldn't be the last, but very different in that these dogs did not attack you like the ones you noticed before. It was the first of many small sort of familial units or packs of dogs that you'd encountered in Dogtown. None of you, having actually spent this much time inside of it, have never seen behavior from animals like this in the past. But you made it to the reservoir, and after doing some tinkering with your water hauler, you were able to get the pump working at a better capacity than it was before. And once at the reservoir, examined the pump house, you were able to hack your way inside and get access to the pump controls. Hacker man. And by doing so, we're able to increase the amount of water that you can pump from this station. But as the rest of the crew was getting everything hooked up as far as pumps and hoses and all the like, you fell victim to a sneak attack of Mirelurk Hatchlings, which is where we find you now. In this combat, people tell me your initiative scores in general.
I sit at a handsome 13.
Okay. Grant, yours is fairly high, I believe.
I'm a min maxi 17, please.
I thought that's what you were gonna say. Okay. And then Raj, Johnny, yours is what, in the 11 ballpark? Yeah. Okay. Good.
In the
I should
11.
remember this. It doesn't change. Okay. Good to know. Quick recap of where we left off. It was Yuri who found himself bit uponst by Mirelurks. If you look at our tabletop simulator world here, we have Yuri and a hatchling which has attacked and bitten onto him. Imagine, if you will, that Yuri, you are inside this building.
What if I
here.
don't want to imagine that? What if I want to imagine something else, like
Well, you
a
are.
beach scene or?
Well,
Nice
there is a
beach.
beach. There is a beach scene which riflemen as well as doorman guns, along with Duke, are involved with at the moment. They were just at the threshold of this building, which you are inside, in the dark, and it's gross, and you hate it, and you can't talk me out of it. And then meanwhile, we have Johnny Bottlecap and Clint, your man from the Crimson Caravan, an old friend, Yuri, who is along for the ride, and they are out on the cab proper, keeping overwatch on the various dogs that have been drinking from the reservoir up until now. But it is yourself whomst has been bitten by these crabs. Oops, all crabs.
Oops, all
And,
crabs.
I will say
Oops.
that their attack uponst you, which dealt, I believe, only 1 damage to your leg, was the start of combat, I'll say, which will say that it's actually the top of the order now in this case, which is Grant. What do? You're outside, and
ooh, that's me.
We'll say that you've just heard Yuri's ghoulish yelp or whelp of attack and disgust of Mirelurks. What do you do?
Worst part about shooting Mirelurks is there's nothing to loot to recoup the cost of this ammunition.
I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna try to. Is there like a weak spot? Like, can I shoot the Mirelurk like right in its greedy little, gross little?
I believe these are hatchlings as well, so they're the little pill bug versions, are they not?
Yeah.
They are hatchlings. Imagine, if you will, the thing that is in front of you. Well, in fact, let me just go ahead and make it smaller. It is about yay big, and it is gross, and doesn't look exactly like we have in tabletop here, but it's like a little pill bug looking motherfucker, and it's like, chitinous.
What are those things called? Those super big sea cockroaches?
Yeah, it's like
that are like.
It's like that, and it
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah.
It sucks
It's
so
that
bad.
and- It's that, and it sucks.
Okay.
They are small, giant, blood-sucking little bastards, and they are not too tough. Just so you guys know, these things from a rule mechanic standpoint, are a defense 2 thing to hit because they are tiny. So they are harder to hit, but if you deal a critical hit to them in any way, to any body part, they just basically fucking liquefy. So,
all right,
it's
cool beans.
A special rule they have. So,
I'm gonna flip out the revolver, the ammunition carrying part of the revolver. Flip out and have a look to see what I've got left here, because I know I didn't have a whole lot otherwise. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
But I actually believe I fired this weapon last round, so I think I only have 5. I only have 5
yes.
left.
We will say that we never covered the ammo that this had, and that's as a way of rounding out how much you have, definitely. Well, you did take off at least 1 pot shot with it last time, so we'll say if you rolled a 6, that's how much ammo it had in it when you found it.
Yep.
So we'll bring that down to a solid 5.
Okay, I don't think I fired the 44 twice.
No, I do think you fired it.
Yeah.
Unos.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do close range with my 44 pistol. I'm gonna try to shoot this thing. I'm not gonna call a body part, even though with sniper I think I could. I'm gonna buy or take an action point. I don't remember what's in our pool right now.
I think ending off the last episode, I do believe you had 2, because Yuri had spent 1 of your 3 to do that little hacky maneuver, I believe.
Cool. All right. Rolling 3.
3.
I am okay. So this is 3 successes.
Okay, that's gonna do it.
It's a good amount.
That's going to do it. Roll damage of your 44, good sir.
I am happy to do so, because this sucker's vicious. Ooh, I'm sorry to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh snap! This shot rings true, and sure enough, you hit this thing, and Yuri, when you're looking down in abject horror at this thing clamped onto your leg, suddenly it's like just the
I did some quick researching. They're called they're giant isopods, and I've linked you in the chat. So if you guys want to have a real horror show, go ahead.
Oh,
That's disgusting. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks. I hate it.
Thanks. I hate it. Gross. This thing's head is basically all that's left, and it's got its mandibles, which is a fun word to say, still lodged inside your calf, as the rest of it just liquefies in a green goo. This weapon, you're a fan of how that just recoiled. You feel like this thing's got some punch to it, there, Rifleman. It was
I'm happy with it.
It was well taken care of before the war. It is now, that is your major and minor action, so we'll say that it is now Yuri, your turn. The thing that exploded directly in front of you has exploded directly in front of you, but it's not the only one.
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and ask.
Yeah, that
was it, right? We solved your creepy crawler puzzle.
You solved my single Mirelurk Hatchling puzzle. Yeah, no, this where one of these things was gone, another group of it starts coming, and you can see now that this is just a full-on swarm of them.
There's a brood of hatchlings coming towards me.
There's a couple, yeah.
Okay.
You are now not in combat with close contact with any of them, though.
Absolutely. Can I ask a question? While I was rooting around in their computer, because I was standing at it at the end of last episode, I believe.
You were still standing directly in front of it.
It was just the water pump. Like, I didn't see anything for like turrets or defenses or anything like that. It was just water.
No Deus Ex Machina turrets hanging out here, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine.
water.
I just had to ask. I had to ask.
You gotta ask. You gotta ask. Because what if the answer was
remember,
yes?
kids,
Always blue.
you don't get what you don't ask for.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
At this, Yuri, actually, I am making a full-on character call for Yuri. He has the exact same heebie-jeebies about arthropods and isopods as I do. So he's actually like going to kind of stumble back towards the door in a moment of just abject horror that this fucking thing was on me.
It's still kind of on you.
Yeah. And I'm going to pull out Sherlock Holmes instinctively and just pray and spray in front of me into the darkness.
Okay, like it. Give me a 2d20 roll there. You do need 2 2 successes.
So actually, Ryan bought me dice that I picked up today for Christmas. So I'm going to actually be rolling for realsies dice today.
Real dice.
Nice, real
Love
nice.
this. And, yes,
And then I'm going to
I
just
noticed
because
that.
it's annoying to try to add them up. I will still use the roll my dice app for like the damages and stuff, but for the actual skills, I'm going to roll real dices. Okay,
like
so
it.
my target number is super duper. My character sheet just crapped out. Energy weapons is a 1 plus perception, correct?
Energy
So that
weapons is perception. Correct.
So that's a
Armando.
9 target number, and I need 2 successes, correct?
correct.
So I need 2 under 9. Let's go. That is a 9 and a 10, unfortunately.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so you're gonna burn an ammo. You don't crit fail, but you don't hit what you're aiming at. Yeah, like you said, this is just a panic move, right? Like you pull this thing,
Yeah.
you pull out the gun, and just like, oh shit, and just fire off. And sure enough, you zoom wide. Moving on.
Okay,
to
that was
now.
my major action. My minor action is getting the fuck back into daylight. So I'm gonna bolt for the door and
Okay.
head to the tanker. And as I do, I'm going to start shouting to them. Guns, Grant, we stumbled on the brood. Keep an eye out. Mirelurks everywhere.
Correct. Good move. Okay, I like it.
Yep,
Moving
yep.
on now, Johnny, from your perch up at the top here, you see that Yuri comes running out. You can see this whole thing unfold. Grant from the doorway has just shot through and blown away one of these chitinous bastards who start moving towards the door way as well. You can't see what's inside, but you do see Yuri run out. Another thing that you do see also is from the largest pond here, you see a bigger version of the thing that these guys are fighting against. And in fact, you see 2 of them pop from the water. 2
Cool.
giant crab-looking things have
Cool.
just emerged from the water. What do you think?
Nice.
Great.
That's
I love
amazing.
that.
I'm so happy with
I
that.
love it. It's so good.
Thanks, Aiden.
I love this.
Thanks, I love it.
I love it.
What range would I be from the giant Mirelurks? Would that
They are
be medium?
They are currently at long range.
Okay, so I want to fire at them with my combat rifle, so I need to move to within medium range. So whereabouts would I need to get to?
Well, you can still shoot. You can still shoot at something that's outside. That's just your optimum range. So
Okay.
you could still take a shot at this thing. It would just be 1 more difficulty to hit it.
Oh,
So
sure,
it
why
would be-
not?
These larger ones are easier to hit than their little companions. It's only a defense of 1, so you just need 1 success to hit it. At that range, because it's 1 further than your optimum range, then it would be difficulty 2.
Yeah, no, let's do it. I'm gonna take aim at it with my combat rifle. It's like,
Okay.
holy shit! You see those things are massive.
Meow! Give me a roll as you let one fly.
Target number is an 11.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
Hold that thought.
Well, about
we-
that.
We got something here. I rolled 2,
Okay.
and small guns is a tag skill for me.
Okay,
with
so one's a
value
critical
of
hit.
4. So one's a critical hit, and the other one was a 13. So it's not a total
It's not a crit
write-off,
fail.
but
Okay.
it's
Nope,
might as well.
You hit home. You level the rifle and let a couple shots ring out with that combat rifle, and you make contact. Roll me some damage, and you can spend ammo to increase should you desire.
Yeah, maybe I will do that.
Maybe I will.
Maybe I will.
Maybe
So
you
it's
will.
it's 5 damage. So if I do extra damage, I get to roll them again, or
Yeah. So your fire rate of your combat rifle, I believe, is 1. I think
2.
you can spend 1. It's 2.
2.
Okay. Then you can spend 2 ammo to then do to roll 2 extra dice.
2 extra dice. I'll spend 2. Yeah, why not?
Go for it, buddy.
Do it.
That's pretty good.
Count them out, baby.
They're all damage. So 4 regular damage and then 3 with status effect.
Oh, damn. Okay, so that's gonna be wow. You did 7 damage to this thing.
And I actually get to roll one of these an additional time. So whatever this extra one.
Well, give me that.
That's also 1 damage with status effect.
You do 8 damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You bulk off a whole bunch of shots and you just drill them all center mass, hitting this thing in the torso. And like these are good shots. Like you're pretty proud of this. Like you kept your cool. Like you were like going through all the Sarge's briefings in your head. Okay, well, don't pull the trigger, squeeze, and like you like fucking nailed this thing. And you are surprised when it just keeps coming. You deal 8 damage to this thing total. Your best guess is that you do about half of that to this thing. You clip it right in the armor of its like. As it comes out of the water, you can see now that it's like shining and glistening with this really thick, hard armor on it, and you drilled where you shot this thing. Yeah, where you hit this thing, you can tell that it takes all that damage in stride. You still deal a lot to it. Like a couple of these rounds go right through the armor on either side. You still deal a fuck ton of damage to it, but it is still coming at you with a speed that you're like, oh damn, that should have put this thing down.
Oh, that's not great.
Not
boys,
fantastic.
I think we might be in trouble.
That was your major action. Do you wish to take a minor?
No, just like a prepare. Like he's gonna take a knee and reload.
Okay, sounds good. I like it. Then we're going to go to Mirelurk Town. These 2 ones from the back, Johnny, you see them move much closer. They're still coming your way, but they're now, one would say, at medium distance. And you also see Yuri from the doorway. Just a flood of these things. 4 of them all come from inside, and now they're outside the door and just flooding out of this situation. So you find yourselves surrounded by Mirelurks. What do you want to do? Let's say
Don't like
kinda
that.
Like in between each round, you have like a hot second each to do something narratively as stuff's going. So do you want to try to fight it out? Do you want to get pumping?
Yuri, you read Yuri's mind. Yuri's gonna call out, we need to get pumping and then moving. We can't keep them off forever. And yeah, I don't go, but that's what I say.
Okay. It is. Anyone else want to try anything cheeky or clever before we enter another round?
Nope.
I think we're good to go top of the order.
Okay, top of the order then, Grant.
Because that's my turn.
Yeah.
I really am not interested in getting my shit nibbled on by these little creep shows. Can I minor action to crawl up on top of this rig?
Absolutely.
And do I think if I major action to command Duke, is Duke able to get up on top of the rig without help, or do I need to? Can I minor and major action to get me and Duke up the rig?
Yeah, I would say that you can do that, and I would say it wouldn't take. I'll make you spend the action, but I won't make you do an animal command roll. I think it's easy enough for you to give him like any jumps his way, ping-ponging up to the. Whoops! There goes Clint.
Oh, and Clint is dead.
No.
Yeah.
Oops! There goes gravity.
He was the best of us.
He was the best. So he's up more in Johnny's.
Remember his name.
rolling around.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, that's me. I'll just get up on this rig. I don't want anyone else to get chewed on. Little scared of the rig, but I'll do that.
Love it. Next, because I forgot him at the bottom of the order, is Doorman Guns, who I'll say charged into this mess of Mirelurks, because he would have been at the door there too when they came out. And he's going to take a swing. He pulls out Excalibur and takes a swing, which is going to just miss, actually. Unfortunately. So yeah, Doorman Guns is going to swing and a miss on that one, I do believe.
Can't win them all.
My apologies. Nope.
Well, lately we can't win them.
Which is going to bring us to Yuri's turn. And Yuri, what do you do?
Yuri the tank.
Okay, Yuri's gonna take a deep breath and just survey the situation. I want some information from you, Overseer.
Okay, hit me.
Is the hose hooked up yet?
There is a hose from the tanker going into the reservoir, one of the pools that we have more than enough to get pumping there. But
it's not hooked up into the pumping station.
Into the pump house. If you got this thing turned on right now, it would start pumping. It's 700 gallons. If you're able to get a hose hooked up to the pump house, it'll give you an extra 200. Basically, not to pull the curtain back too much, but like per round.
It'll help.
Yeah,
we think it'll help. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to call out and say, I'm going to get the hose hooked up to the pumping station, but I need to clear a path. And then I'm gonna like just look over at Guns and like nod, and then I need to clear a path. So Sherlock Holmes is gonna have his day again. Okay. I'm gonna wheel it on the group of fucking little bastards and unleash.
Hit it.
That's 2. You said it was a difficulty 2?
Difficulty 2 to shoot these little buggers.
Oh. Okay, well that's an 8, and that's a 2.
That a crit?
No, my energy weapons is a 1.
Okay,
but that's 2 successes.
Okay.
So Sherlock Holmes is going to unleash 5 or 3 combat die.
Are you going to spend ammo? How's the ammo looking on that thing anyway? You didn't have a ton of energy.
I have 8.
Oh, okay.
I have 8.
All right.
You know what? I actually am going to spend 2 more. I'm going to bring it down to a 6.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll 5 combat d6 instead. And that's 2 explosions, an X, and 2 mushroom clouds.
Okay, so you've dealt 4 damage, and you've also engaged. This thing has
my special, which is fucking burst damage of laser fire.
Right. So you do, what is it, half damage to everyone else? Any other baddies that are in that same zone? Isn't that it?
I think it's damage and a half to all people in the zone.
It's
so like I did 2 damage.
Well, I did 4 damage total. You deal.
And right then I don't know. You'll have to look up the rules on that. I don't have the rules for that. I'm sorry.
This is your own damn weapon. Yeah, no. It deals. I've got it right here. Would you look at that?
Looking it up. Just looking it up.
Rulebook. And we're vamping.
Anyway, I want to barbecue. That's the whole plan. Is the special effects. I just want the special effects. I want to barbecue all these little bastards, so I can clear path.
Is it blast or is it burst?
It's burst. Burst damage. Atomic/VB. Whatever that means.
Why don't I have this? I've got it right here.
And this is an Institute laser or a laser gun? I forget.
It is an Institute laser pistol, so blue fire goes everywhere and lights up the little creepy crawly.
May hit 1 additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect rolled. So you roll 2 effects, so you can hit a total of 3 bad guys.
Okay. Yeah. So fucking, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna barbecue all these little bastards in blue flame.
Then you
welcome
to
the blue flame kitchen.
3 of them for 4 damage, which ain't not bad.
Not bad.
Actually, quite good.
Not
they
bad.
have no physical damage resistance, so you do You do a lion's share of damage to 3 out of the 4 of them right there. Well done. But it cost you some ammo to do so.
It did.
Yeah, and each additional target costs 1 additional shot from the weapon.
Ooh,
So
okay, I will take that off then.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just burning through that ammo.
You're burning through the ammo, but you're also burning through the lurks, which ain't half bad. It is now after...
Oh, no, I have a minor action, sorry. For my minor action, I'm going to run and grab the hose and just prepare myself to, once the path is clear, get into the building. Like, haul the hose into the building as soon as I can.
Yeah, I'll say that you'll be able to move. You move yourself to position by the pump, ready to go into that building when the opportunity arises.
Perfect.
Which is going to bring us to Johnny Bottlecap. What's the move,
So,
Johnny?
has Yuri been successful in like getting to where he needs? Like, is there a path cleared, or can I shoot a path for him on his behalf?
The path isn't cleared yet. There is still there's still a couple. You'd have to kill at least one of these guys. Probably more like 2 to let him get through there unscathed.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take aim at whichever one is closest, I suppose.
Sure.
And
3 of them have their gooses pretty cooked, and that's the 3 that are closest to our guy Yuri here. These 3 are not looking good.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at the middle one there, Hatchling 1.
Get him! Get him!
Get him!
Go on, get!
Get him.
Oh, that's 2 failures. One of them was a 19, so I don't know if that's a crit fail, but that was really bad.
It's not great.
It's not great.
No, it's not great. You take a shot, and it's gonna burn through. It was a dud ammo wise. You have to quickly like clear the chamber on this thing. So burn an additional ammunition for your critical fail there, my friend.
Brutal.
Man, it would be great if we had some grenades right about now, don't you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some grenades.
A couple
I have
of
a
them
broken
might not
pool
hurt.
cue.
I've got a pool cue. Doorman Guns takes a walloping swipe with his board. He's again whiffs it. Just Doorman Guns.
Guns, what the hell is going on, man? Get your head in the game.
Can we get some bardic inspiration on this guy?
Wow.
Yeah, I cast bardic inspiration on him.
You know what? I'm gonna say I do have a stat sheet for Doorman Guns. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a luck point.
Do it.
Yeah. Reroll one of these die, which he hits. And so I'll play him as an actual character, less as an NPC. Also because I just like Doorman Guns. So
Who
he's
doesn't?
gonna hit one of them, and yeah, I don't think there's any way. Yeah, 100%. He liquefies one of these bad boys out of existence, which ain't not half bad. But there's still a couple more of them left who are in the way. And it is their turn, and one of them goes after you, Yuri, and 2 of them go after our man Dorman. So I will resolve Dorman.
Our man Dorman.
Stormin Dorman.
Guns.
Dorman.
I think that they are going to miss.
Is he a Mormon?
2.
Stormin Dorman, the mutant Mormon.
Yeah.
The mutant Mormon. Oh, one of them crit fails. I'll say that he deals damage to himself or his
bites
buddy.
his own antenna.
Yeah, I will see. Let's see if he accidentally.
It hurt itself in its confusion.
He does. It injured itself in its confusion. So the fully healed one has taken an extra point of damage, and the other one is not looking so great. And then there's one right on top of you, Yuri, which is going to take another chomp out of you and just misses.
Haha. Take a bite out of crime.
It is a bite out of crime, but unfortunately, they're not the only ones to go, as the larger Mirelurk lumbers in its way towards Dorman.
Forgot about those guys.
You gotta you have to protect the Brahmin.
You must protect the neck, as the largest of the Mirelurks, which has lumbered its way next to Dorman, is going to take a swipe, and it is going to hit twice, which gives me action points, which is fun. And hits Dorman in the chest, just taking a big pincer claw at him there. And these things don't fuck around. For 1, 2, wow, that sucks. Oh, that extra sucks. Dorman Guns takes... Oh, he's got good defense, though. He still takes 5 points of damage to his torso, which is a critical
Jesus.
hit. He is...
all in favor of getting Dorman Guns some plate armor next time we can, or something.
He's pretty beefy, and still, he took a critical hit damage-wise on that. He doesn't look good. This thing currently has, like, its tiny claw, like, impaled in his,
Take my strong claw.
Take my strong claw. And the other one is now dangerously close to you, Johnny. And Clint as well, whose turn it is, who fumbles with his 44 revolver and takes a shot. Wow, surprisingly hitting, but also crit failing. His shot is going to hit, but it's going to hit this thing in the torso, where it is quite heavily armored, and do a grand total of... Oh, wow. Wow, he does 2 damage, surprisingly, which even on that crit fail, his gun doesn't look like it's gonna bark very hard anymore. But that first shot actually doesn't do a half bad job of putting some pain on this Mirelurk. The closest one that you drilled that hole in before, Johnny, is now looking like it's barely hanging on.
Oh, excellent.
Which brings us now to the top of the order again.
Top of the order. That's
Top
me.
of the order too, yeah.
All right. I don't like what's happening with Dorman Guns, but I sort of feel like he can handle himself. I don't like Mirelurk number 2 here heading towards the Brahmin. I'm not happy with that, so I'm gonna make a called shot with my little my sniper perk. I'm gonna try to shoot off its leg. I'm gonna do a little like Helm's Deep, like Legolas. You know, I'm going for a leg. How many legs does this thing have? A number?
Like, yeah, it's got 4 that it like walks on, and then it's got like a whole bunch of like little guys.
Yeah, I hate the little guy. I hate the little guys.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to shoot a leg. I guess I'm gonna roll 3 action dice, using up 1 / buying 1, aiming for the leg. I'm rolling.
Break a leg.
2 successes and a crit X, a bad X.
Ooh,
a bad touch.
A bad
Fuck
X.
me in the
Bad.
dumb butt. God
Bad
damn,
X's.
it's sucky.
Bunch of things are going to happen all at the same time. Number 1, the shot rings off, and you're going to roll me some damage, but you're going to roll me half the damage rounded down that you normally do. So do that.
Okay. 2.
Okay.
Sorry, no damage. It's 2 piercing ones and no damage.
You lucky bastard. Okay, because of the piercing, that damage is going to go through, because this thing is armored AF. But you do go through. Even with that like little amount of damage, it's actually just enough to. First of all, this thing's legs is going to go popping off as like the bottom half of it just kind of comes with it, and it just kind of like splits in the armor and like slides like kind of like apart, and its goopy crab meatiness spills across, and it smells like you can smell it from where you are. It's like, oh, it's not good. But this thing's dead. The unfortunate thing is that when that shot went off, you like hear like a ping in your rifle that isn't a good ping, and being a guy whose name is Rifle Man, you know that like you just fucked your gun, and it's not gonna be, it's not pumping that the way it should. For all intents and purposes, your shit is not busted, but it's like not in good shape to the point.
She's gonna need a bit of
until you
TLC and some. I need a new spring in there.
Sure, yeah, your firing pins.
All right.
Fuck, you blew you reversed the polarity on the deflect dish. I don't know, some shit's gone.
The flux capacitor is goofed.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You need new blinker fluid. Your gun is fucked. You're dealing half damage rounded down until otherwise repaired.
All right, that's my turn.
That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Sorry, did you say this thing died, or I just blew its leg off?
Oh no, it died. It fucking.
Oh, I killed it. Okay, yay, that's good.
It's now a goopy pile of smelly, nasty crab meaty mess.
I like crab meat mess.
On the thing, mostly.
I shall make Mirelurk bisque. Sorry, go ahead.
Yum, bisque. That's it. It is back that was the top of the order, I believe. It was your turn, Grant, which is going to bring it to Yuri.
Oh, things are going tits up.
Great.
Talk to me a little bit more. If I were to say make a break with the hose for the pump station, would I take attacks of opportunity from these douchebags? Are they
You're gonna get bit if you do that.
tied up? Are they tied up with doorman guns? There, is he doing his goddamn job?
This one, he is in that he's taking all of these guys head on, and you have one almost dead crab to deal with. So in that respect, yes, he is doing his job guarding the door, which you are trying to get through. But in the respect
he's guarding the door like a good doorman.
In the respect of having any impact on this one hatchling, which is like right in front of you, no. But you could absolutely fuck off from this thing and head for the pump and get that hooked up.
Yuri's going to say to himself, "God hates a coward."
So did you turn this pump on that you're currently standing in front of? I feel like
no, I'm not going to turn it on until I connect everything. Nothing's connected.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, it's connected to the reservoir proper, but you don't have it hooked up to the pump house for more water.
Yeah, then I'm going to go ahead in minor action. I'll turn the reservoir proper pump on.
I'll say that you did it last turn because that's what I thought you were doing, but you haven't.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was under the impression that I had to hook all this shit up first, but hell yeah, if we can get this pumping, So we're gonna get the fucking shitty pump going while I try to get mega pump all fucking hooked up. So I'm gonna try to blaze past this hatchling number 1 with the hose in hand, going back into the darkness of the fucking pump house.
Mega pump sounds like.
But you
Mega pump sounds like a fitness. Mega pump.
Mega pump. I've got mega pump.
2 points of damage as this thing takes a bite out of Crown.
Honestly, fuck you. Ugh. As I blow past him.
And
I'll take that damage.
Yeah, you take the damage, but you also get your butt into the pump room. There are no bugs in here at the moment, so it's easy enough for you to it's like one of those, twisty, locky situations where you're able to get this thing attached. And
at the moment, he says.
And then major action, gonna go ahead and just turn that fucking computer pump all the way on if I can.
For sure. You were already there when you hacked into this thing in the first place. A couple keystrokes and enter, and this thing kicks to life violently, I might add. Shaking, it feels like the whole thing's gonna come down upon your head, and then it sort of like smooths out and goes down to a less terrifying purr. And then the hose, the hoses both sort of kick a little bit and buck as they begin to pump. That brings us.
I have an exfil plan for this.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That's going to bring it to our man Johnny Bottlecap.
Shoot them.
Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at this other Mirelurk here.
Shoot.
With the old trusty combat rifle.
Give her the old 1-2.
Give her the old 1-2.
Pew, pew.
Hey, I got a number 1 critical success.
Hey!
That's good. Action point. You fire off. Hit me some damage dice.
All right, here we go.
On the Mirelurk.
Ugh. I fucking hate these guys.
So it's 6 damage, 3 piercing. 3 of it is piercing.
Boy.
Or not piercing.
Okay.
Not piercing. Sorry. Damage effects.
Damage effects. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. How much was the total damage again?
6 in total.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad. You deal again. You get the feeling. Actually, I didn't roll where you hit.
I would also like to spend a luck point and inflict better criticals. So I spend a luck point to automatically inflict a critical hit, causing an injury.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Very
fun.
good. Yeah, you take aim with this thing, and yeah, you drive damage home, inflicting a critical hit on its left arm. So the arm that it had drilled into and around Dorman Guns' torso, you strike that claw-wise, and like a big chunk of it flies off, and as it pulls its the claw back out, the strong claw, take my strong claw, is still embedded inside, and like a big chunk of it, it's like a fucking rhino horn inside Dorman Guns' chest, and he is still rather injured. But you deal good damage to this thing's right arm, and you have effectively broken its arm, which ain't half bad. That was your major. Are you gonna do a minor?
No, that'll be my turn.
Okay. That's going to leave it to Dorman Guns, who's not doing great. He's going to go ahead and take. Not great. He's going to take some damage from just bleeding out the hole in his chest, but he's still going to take a swing, and he's going to miss twice on
Jesus, Guns.
He's not doing good. He's not doing.
You gotta get this guy some Robitussin.
Yeah, pour some tussin on it, because he's not doing
Just
great.
get the tussin on there.
Just put that tussin on it. I watched that bit just the other day, explaining it to my girlfriend who'd never seen it. It was great.
Explaining comedy to people. It's good.
It's usually not that funny.
Okay, but then the funny part is he says this thing. Okay.
But then he says the thing that's funny, and you totally like it. But that rounds out that turn until it comes to Team Mirelurk, and
Boo.
Again, you see as I scroll over here, Johnny from the furthest
another one.
pond and
Fucking
pool.
the red one.
The red one's not the good one.
It's the fucking
Yeah.
grandpa.
He seems like the dangerous one. He's warning us with his color.
Go figure. The colors are a little bit different. They're also just so I can tell them apart on the thing. But you see another crab-like beast come out of the water, and in fact, it's less crab-like and more lobster-like.
Crab-like beast. How'd you get my ex-girlfriend in there?
Oh, hey, this guy.
Hey.
Oh, shot fired.
Your waitress, am I right?
Yeah. It is a large, nasty, about 50% larger than even the largest of the large ones you were dealing with. It has big, nasty claws, and it's got like all kinds of like. It came from the deep. It came from the deep. It's got like seaweed and kelp and like all kinds of barnacle-y bits all over it. It is a Mirelurk Hunter, which has emerged with another lovely spawning of spawns all around it. That's what they do. They come out of the water and they're not looking awesome about it. As the other Mirelurks are going to, one of them is going to go chasing after Yuri, and that one comes in and takes another loving bite and goes completely wide, missing, taking him trying to bite out of Yuri.
Bites wide.
The other hatchlings go after Dorman Guns, and one of them hits, dealing. Jesus Christ. How is that possible? 4
And then
damage.
Dorman Guns died.
I mean, he's not doing.
Not great.
No. Don't let it happen.
I'm just saying he's not having a chill time right this second. As
I'm gonna have to.
Mirelurk
gonna be
goes
so
and
upset.
takes a swing and actually a miss. Thankfully, the Mirelurk Hatchling somehow has done more damage to Dorman Guns.
How did Dorman Guns die? Well, there was a particularly mean radroach.
There was a particularly ornery crab.
There was a
and
normal
his little
rabbit.
Crab and his
He had a
little
really
crab
strong claw.
buddies. Who is now? That was that turn. You feel all of you on the tanker. You feel now the weight of this thing start to shift as the pump is now actually you can effectively feel it. Filling the tanker itself. So that's probably good news considering it's your overall objective at the moment. But this thing has taken a bit of a bit of weight onto it, which is a good thing. You have now successfully pumped 900 galloons into this bad boy.
And we need what's the maximum on this thing again? Is 2,700 or something?
2,700. Yes, my tabletop simulator is being weird. Sorry. Yes, 2,700. No, 2,700 is what you need, and the maximum that this thing can fill. I think after the damage you took
44.
was,
oh yeah, so we're gonna be here for a hot minute.
Yeah, for a little bit at least, if you want to, get the water you need to get your
So like 4 more turns.
Back. A little bit. Well, we'll see. However long it'll take to fill it up, or as much as you want to deal with whilst dealing with crabs. Speaking of which, Grant, top of the order. What's the move?
Yeah, I have to respond vocally to one of the comments. Dorman suffered an allergic reaction to shellfish. Fucking clutch. I don't like this. I'm gonna run over and like if I'm gonna run over and like go prone and drop, since my rifle's sort of a bit gibbered right now anyway, I'm gonna go prone, grab something with my left arm and reach my right arm down and say
Guns, get your ass up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get him. I'm gonna give him a hand so he can just hopefully hop on up.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I like that. We'll say that you spend that you spend that turn to behoove you in an attempt at that, which I like narratively. That's fun. Which will move it on then to Yuri, who is now again. How you've got a very persistent crab. That's what she said. He said. That's what the ghoul said. I was literally going to say you have a very persistent crab on your ass. So what do you do?
Yes, we've all been there.
Yeah.
This is the yeah. Interesting. Is he like up in my business? Yeah, I guess he bit me, didn't he? Or tried to bite me.
He tried to bite you again. Yeah. He's also not doing very good. This is one of the ones that you like put a severe fucking barbecue on just a mere moment ago.
Yeah. So you know what? I have Sherlock Holmes has been doing me good, but I am getting real low on the ammo on that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna switch tack a little bit.
Okay.
And for my major action, I can shoot. Sorry, just so I'm aware, I can shoot medium range weapons at this distance without a penalty, or will I take penalty?
You will take a penalty. In fact, it will not be great because these things are difficulty 2 to hit anyway because of their smallish nature. It would actually be shooting at this distance. You're going to be it's difficulty 3, I think, to hit this thing. If not difficulty 3.
Oh man, you know what?
3.
Fuck. I'm going to pull out my 10 mil then, because that's the only thing close range that I have.
Oh yeah, it's got it's a close quarters weapon, is it not? So you actually don't take any penalty for firing this.
Yeah.
Thing,
So I mean, I kind of just have to.
Yeah, do that.
I'm just gonna try to shoot him with my fucking 10 mil. Let me see what my target number is with small guns.
Yes, because as I recall, you're not good with this.
Is Agi? Ooh, it's a 5.
Yeah,
so that's my target number.
Buy a die.
I do want to buy a dice for you.
I think you should buy 2 dice, not to table talk it too much.
You don't have enough dice to buy 2 dice. You could buy one for free, and then you could buy one from me.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to double roll my 2 dice, and you can have a dice back, Overseer. You can have an action point from me. So I need to get at least 2 under 5. So that's a 3,
That's
a 20.
That's not good at all.
That's not great.
That's the bad.
Not great.
A 5.
Okay.
And an 18.
Oh no.
So I got 2 successes.
And almost 2 crit fails.
And almost 2 crit fails. So tell me how this goes down, Overseer.
I can't wait. Okay, so what's gonna happen is the shot goes off because you got the 2 successes. I will say that it hits. I'll get you to roll half damage, not unlike what happened to Grant. Resolve that
Grant
first.
did take it. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll half damage. So I'm rolling 3 damage dice rounded down.
Okay.
Well, fuck me. Why am I even? I don't want to play this game anymore. Goodbye, everyone.
Quit.
We're done. We're done.
Taking my
I don't
dice
like
and going
it.
home.
Take your
I
ball and
like
go home.
that.
Okay,
Stop
that's
it.
not bad. That's not bad. That is actually 5 damage in total, but half of that is 2.5. Rounded down, that's 2 damage.
Okay, that's not bad. It's actually still more than enough to do what you needed to do to take this guy out. So the shot rings true. You hit the crab, this little crab, which was already kind of like on fire and like not doing great. Not unlike the one that bit you in the leg. Now goes kaputzed and gets grossed out. But your weapon, it backfires when you do this. It's been a while since you've been using Sherlock Holmes for the last couple days and couple encounters. So you did, and I believe you guys even, I can't remember if this was Johnny's or whatnot, but like I think this is Johnny's pistol that he gave to you. So like there's like not unlike
some
Biff
sand got in the
Tannen's
receiver
car.
or some shit.
Yeah, not unlike Biff Tannen's car in Back to the Future. Johnny's, there's a trick to it to get it to start. So you like the trigger's loose or some shit, and it goes off, and you do it incorrectly, and you're gonna take that 2 damage, also yourself.
And it lands
Oh,
in manure.
cool.
In classic
Neat,
Biff
neat,
Tannen
neat,
style.
neat.
And it lands in manure, yes. And you die.
Menu.
And Yuri's dead now forever.
And Yuri died. Okay, cool. Well,
Oh,
it's
that
been
was
fun,
it.
everybody.
One
Fantastic.
crit fail, and you die. No, so you're gonna take those 2 damage, but so did
I did.
Creepy Crawly.
Not
So the
looking
creepy-
great, guys.
Not great.
Not
Crawly
looking
is
good
dead.
over here.
You still have your minor action. What do you do?
Yeah, for minor action, I'm actually going to run to the back of the tanker where the hoses are connected.
Yep.
And that's my minor action.
Okay, that's what you do. You run to the pumping sort of situation. Brings it to Johnny. What do you do?
So this larger Mirelurk's still kicking it, eh? Causing us some trouble.
This guy's kicking it. These dudes just surfaced, and there's still 2 hatchlings all over Dorman Guns.
Don't like that.
Don't like that. Yeah. Is one of the hatchlings more vulnerable than the other? I want to shoot at that one, if so.
One
Like
of them
emotionally?
is far more damaged than the other. They're both not looking great, but one of them looks exceptionally not great.
Not even greater.
If
All
only
right, here
we
we go.
had also some sort of armored animal as well.
If only.
If only.
Those are just 2 regular, old-fashioned successes. 10
2
and an 8
regular
on a target 11.
old-fashioned successes. Give me
Well,
that
it's about
old
fucking
time
time.
success. That's what you need. That's what you need right now. So
That old
you,
time success, baby.
That
No
old-time
fancy
success.
Give me
details.
that old
old-time
time success.
Roll damage.
All right, so
I know
4
what they were
damage, and
talking
3 of them, well, are just, there's no effect on this one.
It's
for this time.
all good. You deal more than enough to liquefy hatchling numero uno. That is your major action.
Get outta here.
Do you require a minor action?
No, I'm just gonna call out to Guns. I was like, I got you, buddy.
You got it. He when the shot goes off that time, considering the last time he was in close combat and you tried to help him, you shot him in the chest, dealing a wound not unlike the one that he's dealing with the Mirelurk. He like kind of, you haven't seen Dorman Guns flinch, but he flinches. He's like, jeez, what the fuck? And like, kind of gives you like, okay, all right, good
All right, you didn't shoot
Good
me this time.
job that time. And then he is going to, despite taking more damage, take a swing and hit the freaking Mirelurk Hatchling for 1.
Hey!
And roll his damage, which is great. The other hatchling goes down. Whoop. There we go. That hatchling is now no more, but there is still the large Mirelurk, which is still in nasty contact with him. But it is the Mirelurks' turn, and as these Mirelurks start to move, you are surprised by the speed at which it is able to get its way through the water, moving almost like it is unencumbered at all. And as this thing makes its way up onto land, you see that it does in fact have an entire brood of these things coming along.
Oh.
And as this Mirelurk prepares to dig its claws once more into Dorman Guns, that's where we're going to take our halftime break. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and staying with us this long in Fistful of Neutrons, episode 12, Furry Road, part 4. We will return.
How do I reach these crabs?
How do I reach these crabs? Oops, all crabs. Make sure you stay tuned for a chance to see, number 1, the epic conclusion of this episode and this Mirelurky battle. And number 2, a chance to win yourselves some WGNR swag. So if you haven't already and you're watching the stream here, please do comment exclamation point prize pack in the chat, either on YouTube or on Twitch. And coming back into the second half of the episode, we will announce the winner, one of 2 winners, in fact, of the draw. So we're gonna do a draw for a WGNR hoodie, because we got some cool merch coming in, and number hoodie the second we will draw for at the end of the episode. So if you have entered, make sure that you check back and stay with us all the way to the end if you can. If you have to leave, then just check at the beginning and the end there. But we're gonna need you guys to stay tuned and stay with us, because we have a very Mirelurky situation to deal with, and it's always good to have you folks here with us. So we will take a quick, we'll call it a 8 to 10 minute break. We'll come back shortly after 8:15 Eastern time. So we'll come back at the quarter of the hour or shortly thereafter. Stay tuned, don't go away. Oops, all crabs.
Okay, love you guys.
And we're back. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Welcome back to
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, Dr. Nick. We are back with the second half of our Oops All Crabs adventure. It is episode 12, Fallout, a Fistful of Neutrons, a Fallout 2D20 adventure. We are back in the thick of it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Back in the thick of it.
Break. We've got another rousing hour or so of Fallout-y combat and fun activities planned for you folks. But first and foremost, we've got one of two giveaways to do today, which is super fun. We've got some WGNR merchandise over in the Streamlabs store. You can check out the URL to that in the link below if you want to check out any of our stuff. But we've got some stuff, so we decided to give away some stuff. So we did the draw, and the lucky winner can send us a message, and this is super fun because I know how to get a hold of this one because
Are we doing a drum roll? Let's do a drum roll.
Chat all the time, and here we go. It is Excalibur Hobbies, Jonathan Pittman.
Hey, congratulations, bud.
Lucky number 7 in our virtual draw, and you have won yourself a WGNR hoodie. So fire me a message over either with the email address on our YouTube, wgnewsradio@gmail.com, and or on Discord, because Jonathan, you're part of our lovely Discord community, which is awesome as well. So send me a message there with your size and color particulars. There are 5 choices of color for you to choose from. Which you can see at our merch store right now if you want to peruse what you done got. So I believe there's red, green, blue, pink, and a classic hoodie gray, which is the one that I'm gonna get, I think personally myself. But don't let my choice influence your decision.
I don't even dare go hot pink. That fucking rocks.
I know. I want.
I'm not. It's not even a dare.
Green one.
I got the green.
You've got a green? Yes. Raj has a
I
green.
do got the green.
I'm gonna buy a hot pink one, I swear.
Or the hot pink is it's a way to go. It's good.
I'm
I think
doing
it's
it.
a way to go.
Absolutely.
I'm
It's
not
a
even
vibe.
joking. I'm doing it.
We'll collect one of each type, like the Infinity Stones, but
yes,
much
if you get all of them and you get the Infinity Hoodie Gauntlet, then you
it's
get,
like
you get to actually,
a rack for hoodies.
Yeah, you get to run this show for.
You have to wear all 5 of them at the same time. You'll never be cold again. I promise.
We will do another draw at the end as well. So everyone who entered already, your votes and entries already still stand. But anyone else who hasn't entered in the chat, either in Twitch or on YouTube, please do so and comment !prize pack. And just goes to show that it pays to play and vice versa when it comes to our giveaways, because Jonathan is one of our chosen one patrons as well on Patreon. So that double entry sealed the deal and has gone ahead and gotten him some swag.
And you got a dope pink hoodie out of the deal.
Dope.
Yeah. Everyone take bets in the chat on what Excalibur Hobbies is going to buy. But thank you so much for everyone for entering. It's always fun when we get to give away good stuff, and that's part of the thing with all of the awesome patrons that we've had so far. This is the kind of thing. Supporting the channel means we get to do more giveaways, and we're going to do a PDF giveaway next time, and I think we're going to do some dice giveaways coming up too. So we're putting all the love and all the financial support that you're sending us back into the community, because that's what we're trying to do here, is help build a community. And we're also trying to kill each other with crabs, which is where we're going to find our group getting back into it now as we roll into the last half of the battle. As the pump continues to hum and thrum its way along, you feel the tanker gain another good dousing and dosing of this water from the reservoir. But that's not the only thing coming out of the reservoir, because oops all crabs. You've got a lot of crabs on the go. Dormant Guns, our intrepid side-kicking super mutant, has been critically injured with a claw through the chest. He's dealing with this nasty Mirelurk here, which has taken a good amount of damage already, but is still kicking. Rifleman, you've extended an arm in the hopes of pulling Dormant Guns, or helping pull Dormant Guns up to the top and out of harm's way. Yuri, you're
really
the
best
Johnny,
I'm hoping for is that he doesn't pull my arm off using me as a rope.
That's probably where you should be be hoping, because he's a big boy. And we've got Clint here, who's basically just around for moral support. His one good shot that he did do helped defeat some Mirelurks, but he hasn't been much help since. But we do have a nasty lobstrosity of a Mirelurk hunter, which is just emerged with its following of what looks to be like an endless stream of hatchlings following close behind it. It is the top of the order. Grant, what do you do?
I gotta say, first and foremost,
Dorman didn't go, did he?
Yeah, he squished the last Mirelurk bug.
He squished the last Mirelurk, and we'll say with his minor action, he moved his way towards you, Grant, to take that hand, but he's not able to do anything else before it is now your turn again. What do you do?
Okay, I'm prone. My arm is out. Since he hasn't grabbed it yet, may I, with my minor and major actions together, draw my 44, keeping in mind I have the. Let me push my glasses up here. I have the quick draw perk.
Okay.
Can I pull out my 44, take a shot, and then put it back and extend my hand again in the same round if I use minor and major action?
I will say if you want to do this as the entirety of your turn, yeah, I'll say that is. I think switching weapons, like putting stuff away, is normally the minor action anyway. So I'll say sort of. But you said you had the quick draw perk, correct?
Yeah. May draw a single weapon without using a minor action. So my minor action, I guess, would be putting it away.
Okay, yeah, I like that. That's kind of.
Is that fair? Okay.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I think that's fair that you put it away with your minor action, or sorry, you.
Put it away.
I quick draw, take a shot, minor action, put it back.
Take a shot,
okay.
And minor action, yeah, 100%. Give me
that
beautiful beam footage.
My lucky old rifle's a little jammed up right now. I'm gonna buy an AP, please.
As is your right.
Rolling for 3. That's 3 successes right there. Three successes.
Well done.
So
roll me some damage, and we're just gonna go ahead and see. But where did that hit? It's gonna hit him in the left arm.
Left arm.
The only claw that it currently still has, because you blew the hell out of the first one.
6 points of damage, please. 6 points of damage, please, overseer.
Money,
Yes.
please.
Money.
So the shot goes off as anticipated, but it hits and takes a chunk of his chitin off of the claw, but you don't deal nearly as much damage as you think you did. This thing's only hanging on by a thread now, but it's not dead.
Yeah, fair enough. We're shooting at some
and then
chitinous SOBs? MBSOBs?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
You,
that's my
turn.
turn.
Away and get yourself back to basically right where you were, with Dorman Guns about to start clamoring his way up to you when he can. Which brings us to Yuri. What are you doing, pal?
Yeah, I see that Dorman Guns is injured. Don't like that. I am actually going to run over to him and put my hands on him.
Okay.
And like look at him and say, "Guns, no, I need you." And as I stab him in the arm with our last remaining stim pack.
Okay.
Cool. Didn't know where you're going with that.
I look him deep in his eyes and say, "You need to come with me. Do you remember the riot hoses they used to use on us before the war?"
Oh God, history connection.
Ooh. Yeah. He looks at you in the eyes just like. First of all, like you just stab him with pure adrenaline in his like super mutant heart, and like he was not looking so great. So it's a good thing you did that from a hit point perspective. And yeah, basically he at your sort of rallying cry, like you see like a light shine in his eyes, not unlike what you saw in the bar when you were talking about Dogtown originally. He like pulls this thing from his chest and turns around and throws it on the ground and says, "What do you need, boss?"
"I need you to get on the hose that is pumping from the pump house and use it as a riot hose on these things.
Curious decision.
Buy us some time." As I run past him, and I will finish my turn. You move me as much as you think I should move towards the front of the water tanker.
You're just trying to get just like to Brahmantown, USA up here, or what?
Yeah, I want to be close enough to talk to Clint, and also kind of see doorman guns at the back.
Yeah. He runs up. I'll say you can get basically anywhere within like this side of the rig.
That's good. That's good. That's a good place for me.
Given the amount of like chatting and like stim packing and stuff you're just doing, I don't think you'll be able to get yourself all the way up there right now.
No, like the minor action was basically running my movement, and then the major action was like stabbing and talking.
Yep, 100%. Love
Stim
it.
pack and talk.
You do that, and Dorman Guns, which when he comes up to his turn, but he basically moves his ass ready to do what you instructed.
Cool. That's my turn. So just so that we're clear, I wanted to instruct doorman guns to unhook the hose from the pump house, so it will lower our gallons per minute or whatever. But then he will
turn it on the lurks.
Turn it on the lurks to buy us some time while the pump on the truck pumps the rest that we need.
Yep.
Interesting play. I like where your head's at. That's a fun addition. Okay, very cool. You do just that. As we now move our way up to Johnny Bottlecap.
Johnny,
what's
I'm
new,
gonna
pal? Oops.
I'm gonna take another shot at this close by Mirelurk number 1 here.
This guy?
Mirelurk number 1.
He's not looking
on the beach.
great.
Excellent. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
Put him down.
Put him down, baby.
Oof.
Only one to hit.
I was not successful on either of those, but they're not a crit fail. But
okay.
That's something.
That's something.
It's something. It's something. Okay, just gonna take that as a lie. Not gonna use any special Johnny Bottlecap powers.
He needs to be a little conservative with his luck points at this stage of the game here. So
I don't know how many of those you've spent this encounter, but I can only imagine even with a lot of luck, the last several days of travel have been pretty luck point burny, if I remember correctly.
Indeed they have.
Indeed
luck
they have.
Point Bernie.
Indeed they have. Yes, that'll be my turn.
That's a new NPC named Luck Point Bernie. Okay, well it is now Dorman Guns' turn, and he's going to give your operation a shot here. I'm going to make him. I like what you've done here. So I'm not gonna make it too. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it too difficult of a thing to do. But I mean, Dorman Guns is like there's 200 gallons per like couple of seconds pumping through this thing at the moment, and like I don't know my imperial metric conversions, but I'm pretty sure that's a lot. So
200 gallons would be, what is it? A gallon is 4 liters, so that's 8.
It's a fuck ton just coming out of this hose.
It's 800 liters a minute.
Yeah, and he's just like unhooking it like fucking dry, or not dry, this case maybe.
Not dry, he's unhooking it wet.
Yeah, he's unhooking it wet, baby. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be it's gonna require a test. So I'm gonna say it's going to be a strength, because he's dealing with
athletics.
All the situation.
He's literally the only one even remotely strong enough to pull this off. So it is a last ditch effort.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. So I am gonna say that it's gonna be a difficulty 2, but he's gonna have a really good chance of doing this. So it's gonna be a strength plus athletics test to basically hold on to this thing. I'm not gonna make it
water cannon. Use it as a fucking power weapon.
Can he unhook the thing or like whatever? I'm just gonna say that like he gets it unattached, but like is it something he can?
Holding on to it is another thing.
His target number is 10. And he's got some luck points to burn. Let's see what happens.
We're cheering him on.
A critical success. A 1 and 14.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not shabby. So he does it. The 14 would not have done it, but the critical success abso-fucking-lutely does. He unhooks this thing, and like it bucks for a second, but like he's got it, and like it's like an Aqua minigun. He's just got this thing like strapped up.
Yeah, Dorman Guns!
And like he just hits this thing with like the PSI. Just imagine, think of the PSI right now, because it's gonna be a lot, and it just fucking hits this first Mirelurk. He turns it on him, who only had a couple of hit points left, and yeah, I'm just gonna make up a stat, I guess, for
fucking water gun.
What this does? Yeah, okay. So yeah, it deals
riot hose. He's got a fucking riot hose going.
He's got a riot hose on the go. So yeah, it deals damage, and not only that, it pushes him back a space, essentially, a zone, if you will, from a game mechanics standpoint. But that is going to be Guns' turn to do exactly that, and he's not the only lurk in town. In fact, as the Mirelurk Hunter and his little spawny boys get up a little bit closer to dodge here.
Little spawny boys.
And as they do, it's just oops, all crabs. Coming out of this bad boy. Like it's
no.
Too many crabs.
The Red Sea parted and it's crabs.
Fuck.
That's so much fun.
So
I have
much crabs.
goosebumps. I actually look. Can you see this? Oh my god, crabs everywhere.
It's just like they're just like coming out of the waterwork, literally. And it is the top of the order to you, Grant. What do you do?
I have to tell you a quick story. I was hiking on the Pacific coast one time, and if you flip over a little rock on the beach, sometimes there's crabs in there, and they're adorable when they're like this big. They are not adorable when they're as wide as a cow. This is awful.
This is
right.
no less adorable.
Yeah, this is not-
I don't want to change my position because I want to be available for Guns when he needs the hand, because I have a feeling we're coming out of here with crabs on our ass.
Sure.
Puns, all puns
Or
intended.
Absolutely.
Oops, all fun.
So I'm gonna do the same thing. Quick draw the 44. I'm gonna take a shot at red leader there.
Okay.
I'm
leader.
buying an
Go ahead,
action
red
point.
leader.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a called shot. I wanna. Do I think I can hit it in a soft spot? And is there a face?
You have.
You know, can I VATS it
monstrosities
like right?
before?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you asked, because the
thanks.
answer
Thanks.
is yes.
Made surprise
In
me.
this
I
case,
like that
well,
answer.
actually, the Mirelurk Hunter. It is, you know that the facial area of these things are the soft spots of Mirelurks. I won't make you roll for anything. You've encountered a Mirelurk or two in your day.
I've seen a couple of
Difficulty
these.
1 to hit these things normally. If you're aiming for the face, it's difficulty 2.
But DM, I actually have the sniper feat.
Well, I
Sorry.
was waiting for you to say that, because here's the thing.
Oh, no.
Yes, you do. And
Oh,
I
man.
will have to think about this for just a hot second, because the sniper perk does, when making a called shot, brings the difficulty down. And I think, did I just find a weird loophole in the Mirelurk mechanics? Because interestingly enough, the defense of this thing is normally to hit it, it's defense 1. But if you're aiming at a soft spot, it's defense 2 if aiming at the face. But now that I think about it out loud, and now I'm just musing from a game mechanics standpoint, anytime you call a shot increases the difficulty when it's body part. So, in effect, there is no actual greater penalty for targeting a Mirelurk in the face.
No spoon.
More that there is no spoon when targeting a Mirelurk in the face. To actually make it like, oh shit, it's hard to hit a Mirelurk in the face, it should be difficulty 3 when you're shooting it in the face. I'm not going to do that to you.
That's
Hold on,
the same
I've
thing.
got Modifius on the line.
Hi,
Yeah,
hi there.
You.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that
Yeah.
to you, so I'm going to say...
Yeah, but Divius would like to speak to you.
Yes. You've got your cousin here, Marvin Modifius.
Marvin Modifius. You know those crabs you were looking for?
Well, listen to this. No, we're not going to second Back to the Future reference in one episode.
No, we're not calling Marvin.
We are not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I'll let the sniper perk. We'll let it go as it lies. You were able to aim at this thing at a standard difficulty, but for anyone paying attention, rules lawyering at home, at me in the comments. Let's talk about this, because
Yeah, figure that out on your own time. I'm killing crabs out here.
I'm shooting crabs in the face.
I think this
Well,
mechanic
try
is
not to
broken
catch them.
from a difficulty standpoint. Doesn't matter. You want to shoot
Fair
in the face? Shoot in the face. Roll.
Shoot in the
some
face
beautiful
with my snipery Amy business crit success and a crit fumble.
beans.
And I'm
Ooh.
re-rolling the other one
God.
because I don't like it because I have the other feat, cautious
Careful perk?
nature.
Yeah. If you were critting on failing on both your weapons, they're not great. So that's a success.
Success, crit fumble.
But
This
now,
is
did
the
you
most
say,
polar.
Yeah. But
So
did you say
crit
you
success and a
re-roll?
success. So cautious nature, when I do a skill test,
Lets you
which I
re-roll,
think
yes.
that applies to an attack,
Yeah.
and you buy a d20, you can re-roll one d20.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Which you did. You bought an action point, and we'll let you
Yep.
re-roll it. So you crit success, and then you re-rolled the fumble into just a standard success.
No. Well, I mean, I guess I get to re-roll one of the dice, and me being a dummy 12 seconds ago, and we don't need to retcon this because it was my fault. My head said, okay, you can re-roll the 17 rather than re-roll the fumble. So
Oh,
because I didn't catch that, and I
Oh.
should have, I'm going to go ahead and say, you need to figure out what the F happened with the
Okay.
success, a crit
You're-
success, and the fumble. Because
Wow,
I'm
you're
dumb.
gonna let that- You're gonna let that ride. Okay.
I'm going to let it ride.
Okay.
In good
Okay,
faith, DM.
honest
in
Abe over
good
here.
Remember
faith.
this.
Wow.
Remember
Wow.
this.
Wow. Okay. So first of all,
Remember
we're gonna
this.
say that we'll resolve it as it happens. You crit success, roll damage.
Okay. Remember this. Okay.
I think your gun's gonna break. I don't think
Something's
your
gonna
gun's in
happen. I
trouble.
gotta fucking think about this.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from this Magnum spitting hot lead today.
Jesus.
Pew pew.
Okay.
That's a lot
you
of
shot
juice.
You shot in the
That's a
face.
lot
You
of boost.
targeted. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say happens.
Okay.
That was seven damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say the called shot. The called shot does not apply. You shoot, you hit, but you don't hit in the face. You hit this thing in the torso. So
Okay.
you're going to deal. It has a lot of armor in the torso, to the tune of 4 damage resistance, meaning you're only going to do 2 damage.
Well,
you're going to do 2
shit,
damage
okay.
to this thing, and then
Okay.
I'm going to have you roll me either a D4 or a D. Nope, roll a D10. And here's what's gonna happen: on a 1 or a 2, it's gonna.
Don't tell
ricochet
me.
off the
Wait.
It's gonna.
I don't wanna know.
You shoot this thing in the carapace, and
I rolled
the
an 8.
bullet lands home, and it also shoots up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Johnny, you're gonna take
fuck.
2 damage, and we're gonna call this
No.
as piercing damage. Is going to hit you in the.
Wait, is this a ricochet? A ricochet is hitting Johnny?
Yep, ricochet's hitting Johnny.
Yep. Is it?
Is
Oh.
it now? Is it a
Is it?
ricochet that's hitting Johnny?
Is it?
If an enemy makes a ranged attack against you and rolls a complication, you may spend 1 luck point to have their ricochet hit them.
Well, you can just basically make Grant shoot himself.
Mistakes do happen. Mistakes do happen.
You're
I
gonna
have to
turn
spend
Myself,
back
that's
around.
never happened before. All
I
right.
have to-
Well,
That's really good. I really like that.
No, you.
It's not the first time that's happened. Sad to say.
You take 2 damage, and you take 2 damage.
nope, you take it. Fuck
Okay,
you.
Nope. Yep. The shot goes through. It doesn't hit in the face. It hits the Mirelurk, ricochets off the Mirelurk, hits Johnny in the leg, ricochets off Johnny's knee pad, comes directly back. It does a triangulation. It goes from here to here to here.
Fucking, this
right
is some
back here.
JFK level bullet shit.
It's
Yeah,
like
so
there's a lot
like
of grass
Gilmore when he hits that
physics
button.
going on
this
right
building
now.
over here deflects off Duke's collar and comes back and hits you, and is going to hit you in the left leg for 2 damage. Piercing.
I have damage
That-
reduction.
That was
Good
the
collar.
weirdest thing.
it took a damage.
That was the
Holy
weirdest
shit.
thing. I like it. Okay, you take 2 damage.
Do I get my
and-
bullet back? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're able to load the shit.
It falls
fucking
back
slot
into your
the
gun
shell.
with a full cartridge.
It
Yeah,
crawls
flies
back
right
in.
back into the. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that was weird. It is.
That
now
was okay,
Yuri's
ladies
turn.
and gentlemen. Congratulations, we found the dumbest part of the show so far.
It's this
So
part.
that was it.
It's this part.
Whatever this is, is the dumbest shit that's ever
dumb.
happened.
My face hurts.
It'll get dumber, but so far, that's the dumbest part.
My face hurts. Okay.
Hondat says reverse Uno. It is reverse Uno.
Reverse Uno.
Yeah, that's what just happened.
I give up.
We just brought
Rifleman ceases to exist. He's gone.
Rifleman was never alive, and he fades into memory. He was never there. Okay, moving down the line to Yuri. What do you do?
How do you top that?
Yuri's up at the front here. I'm gonna hop up next to the next to Clint.
Okay.
As my minor action.
Ooh.
And also, I guess as a free action, just really quickly say to him, we don't move until every last drop fills this water tanker.
Okay.
And give him a fucking look. Like, don't you fucking get those Brahmin moving until I say so. And then I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I'm going to get down into Minuteman position and start cranking my laser musket.
Okay, so this is the
Can I say something quick?
homemade laser rifle that you found in
Yes.
in the police station 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm gonna say. You can absolutely do this. You can do all these things in one turn if you'd like, but you're gonna have to burn some action points to do it. You can spend action points to make an additional major action, and if you're trying to tell Clint to hold his cool and not run away from this like Helm's Deep fucking army of Mirelurks coming towards you, you're gonna have to try to convince him with an actual test. And then if you want to fire on top of that, or let you do all of that, you'll have to burn the only action points you have to make it happen. But you can do it.
You know what? Again, God hates a coward. I'll burn all the action points that we have.
Let's do it.
So-
Okay, so charisma plus, I guess it's going to be speech test.
Okay, that's not amazing for me. It's a
Not
5.
great.
It's only
So-
going to be difficulty 1 though.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. That's a 19 and a 3.
Oh,
Hey,
So that's a success.
That's a success and not a critical fail. And it has been a critical
That ain't
fail.
nothing.
If it was difficulty 2, that would have been critical, but failed to 19.
been
But
a
yeah,
critical
nope.
fail
You
in the game.
he's like looking. You can tell he's got the revolver in his hand and he's got like the reins in the other, and like he's
Actually-
like,
Yeah, you know what happens? I give him this speech. I'm like, don't you fucking dare move this until we have every last drop. And I start cranking, and like the rifle is pointed at him as I'm cranking.
okay.
And then as it's like the capacitor is charged, I like wheel around and take a pot shot at fucking Mirelurk Hunter here.
Okay. I like it. Yep, absolutely. Take a pew pew.
So yeah, it's an energy weapon. So this is much better. Yeah,
You're
obviously
the
not a
wheeler.
cold shot. I'm not that kind of guy. But this is I'm not that kind of ghoul, you know.
that kind of guy.
Cool, baby.
It's a target number of 9, and that is a 7 and a 4. That's 2 successes.
Ah.
Successes. You're gonna
Yes.
hit true. Roll me some beautiful laser footage.
So this actually does 5 hit dice base.
Yep. Sure does. I think
Oh, that's-
piercing
It has
1.
no, yeah, it
as
has no
well.
extra fire rate though. But it
No,
Yeah.
it does not have an extra fire rate. Unfortunately, that's 3 X's and 3 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
That
three.
ain't half bad. So you
ain't
pop
half
off with this thing, and you got no piercing effects, no vault ball head.
No piercing effects, no.
Okay, good and interesting for you folks at home. Turns out, thank you to YouTube user whose name escapes me, but I will find it before the end of this sentence. Who chimed in watching some of our videos. I'd actually been doing piercing damage wrong when I was reading piercing 1. I thought it was just the weapon could only do 1 piercing damage. It's actually every special effect die you roll deals 1 piercing damage. So there's a couple encounters there where Grant would have been even more so than usually one-shotting a bunch of creatures and stuff. So, just so you know, on special effect weapons, you guys are going to deal some more stuff down the line. But I digress. That is going to be 3 damage. You have potentially found a weak point in that this laser weapon that you shoot hits this thing squarely in the torso, and despite only dealing three damage, you still are able to do some damage on this thing. It appears as if it's super effective. Laser weapons are a little bit more effective against these larger of the creepy crawlies.
Oh.
There you go. But that was your turn.
On the menu, boys.
There you go. Another. We were just going hard on both Back to the Future and Two Towers today, which is
And Lord of the Rings references coming out of our bums.
Yeah, there you go.
Our
Who
bums.
knew? But there you go. Either way, we are back to the Yuri. That is going to put it to our man with the plan or lack thereof, Johnny Bottlecap.
Stan the man.
Oh, that was
man.
Matthew Neisinger who pointed out that rule flub,
Thank you.
for me. So thank you, Matthew, for pointing that out. And yeah, Rifleman thanks you more than anyone.
Rifleman, thank you.
Johnny Bottlecap.
Yeah, Rifleman, thanks you.
twice.
And may I also say, nice dinger, man.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
nice dinger.
that's good.
So I want to shoot at this right here, Mirelurk Hunter. I'm gonna try and aim for where Yuri kind of hit it to see if I can kind of
Okay.
get in on that kind of
Get in on that
armor.
crab action.
Get in on that laser
action.
crab. Yeah, sure.
Laser grab.
Laser
Yeah,
grab.
so,
I like it.
Here we go. Oh, hey, look at that. Both successes and 2 7s. 77. Lucky 7.
Hey, Fallout 77. Everybody knows that that's a thing. Perfect. Okay, then you're going to hit. Roll me some damage.
Here we go.
I like the French damage. Damage.
Damage.
So that's just 3 damage, unfortunately, only.
Okay. Yeah, you hit out. Here's what I will say. Because you were dialing in on the spot where Yuri hit, which was technically torso, which is more resistant against laser damage, but because you double hit, I'll say it's the equivalent of hitting it in the face. So in this case, I'll say that it stops the same amount of damage that the laser weapon did. You do 1 point of damage to this, where normally it would have taken that hit in stride. So it takes some damage, but not a lot. This
Take
thing
that, you
looks-
bastard!
Take that.
There you go, classic Johnny one-liner. This thing looks like it's fucking unfazed by this. And it is Dorman Guns' turn, who's going to turn his 200 gallons of gasoline upon the Mirelurks, and we'll say he aims for Big Boy there. Yeah, and I'll do that same test to see if he can hit it again at difficulty 1. He does, and then some. So he's going to succeed in hitting the Mirelurk Hunter for... well, it doesn't take any damage, but it does get pushed back into its brooding
Back, you.
I would say.
And now with
into its-
warranty's been voided because of water damage.
its warranty has been voided because of water damage, but it took that hit. So that's his major action. With it, he'll walk with the water hose, with his minor action to being in a Grant upping position next time around, should that be something he decides to do. But that's going to bring it to the Lurks, one of which is able to get back into snippy range with our man Dorman, as do all of the hatchlings. Get themselves in much closer, or the ones that are out here. 3 of them get themselves within a snipping distance next time around. The remainder of them get into next time around, and it just don't stop.
No!
The hatchlings be coming, and
I never wanted to hear that.
yeah, and that is the Krabby Patty situation. At
The Krabby
it's about
Patty.
at this time when the Brahmin start to really have their
jimmies are rustled
wits about them. Yeah, they're getting a little bit restless here. It's because of your successful Clint talk. He's able to keep them at bay, at least for now. But yeah, they're getting pretty spooked by this whole situation. Doing the math, at the end of that whole situation at the moment, you now have not bad, 3,200 gallons with the last 700 pumped because you disconnected the extra 200 you were getting from the situation. Yeah. So you've technically filled more than half of the tanker's original tonnage, I guess, or whatever you say it. 2,750 is what you're after. You've got more than that now. So that is something to keep in mind as we go into the top of the... Oh, actually, wait, there's one Mirelurk. You can take a swing at Dormant Guns, who does so and misses. And that is now the top of the turn. Grant.
Get up here, you big, beautiful bastard.
And I'm gonna quick drop 44 the full-blooded Mirelurk that's close to him.
Okay.
I'm sick of giving you dice there. No offense.
Nope,
Overseer.
All
You know, I'm just rolling the normal 2d20. That's 2 successes.
That's 2 successes. Okay.
Pew rifle.
Were you doing? And I almost hate to ask because I mean, obviously, of course you were. Doing an aimed shot to the face.
Yes, well, now I'm worried that something bad is about to happen if that is the case.
But I'm just saying because you didn't do anything about it, and we discussed last time that like technically you break even with your sniper perk on.
Yeah. Okay, I also didn't want to shoot myself in the leg again. I was like worried. Being a hot dog
like
last
was a
time.
One-time thing. Yeah.
My hubris got the best of me.
Yeah.
I think Rifleman has a hubris problem. But
potentially. I will give it to you that because of the way that your perks are all lined out, that like, and this is like basically right the fuck in front of you, that like, if you're shooting at it, it's safe to say that you were probably shooting at it in the face because it kind of breaks.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is a Rifleman thing. Aim as much as he doesn't shoot first, ask questions later. I'm aiming
3 feet away from this thing's like soft spot.
Yeah.
Like
step one, aim your weapon.
Down, like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm doing it's almost James Bondy. I mean, but except that we're not moving, so like.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, roll me damage.
Oh, that's not very good. 3 damage.
Okay.
That's a lot of X's.
It's not too bad. It again could have been worse. The face.
Running out of bullets. 3 damage, yes, and I don't have many shots left.
The face
I'm
is
in
this
trouble.
thing's weak point. You do 2 of those points of damage go through. So it has a damage resistance of 1 in the face, but a lot everywhere else. So there you go.
Yeah.
It is still hanging on, but again, fucking barely. But it is now.
I put my gun away. My arm is out again. I just want to reiterate that. That's happening.
We are about at a stage where something there might happen.
Something's gotta give.
Something's gotta give, and it might be your arm as a super mutant tries to use it as a ladder. But it is Yuri. Your turn. What do you do?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of little baddie bastards.
Yeah, there's
So I'm actually gonna holster the it's a minor action to switch weapons, right?
It is a minor action to switch things.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch the. I like that laser musket, but I'm gonna bring out trusty Sherlock Holmes with my minor action.
Okay.
And fucking, do we have any action points in our pool?
You have 1 from the one that Rifleman just generated from that shot.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being an action point hog this turn or this round, but I'm gonna take that one and buy another, and wheel Sherlock Holmes on these little crabby bastards, the little guys that are up close.
Absolutely.
And literally, George, I said that earlier that it would be nice if we had some grenades right about now.
Nice.
I'm going to wheel Sherlock Holmes on them and let her rip. The target number is a 9. So that's a 1. That's a big 1.
Okay.
And a 13. So a crit success and a 13. And with my other 2 rolls, that's a 2 and a 14. Hey. A 1 and a 13 and a 2 and a 14.
Okay, so
You can't make this up, folks.
Critical hit all
2
over
and
the
a
place.
14.
Okay, so roll me some damage.
And you know what? I'm gonna burn some fucking ammo on this, I guess. I've got
Pick it
4
up.
left.
Now
I'm
then
gonna burn 2 more
If not
ammo.
us, then who?
So that brings it up to 5 ammo. And that's 2, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Are any of them special effects?
1 and 1 atomic bomb.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Do you wish
Shiz
to
missiles.
hit 2 of them then in that case?
Yeah, fuck it. Of course I do.
You can burst damage. Okay, all right, there you go. Then you are going to fry 2 of them, 2 of the closest ones. But yeah,
Yes.
it's going to burn that extra ammo to do the extra burst damage.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
I mean, it means clearing out like 1 lurk for 1 ammo, which ain't half bad. Which you do. Those shots fully just zap, like they become like classic fucking Fallout dust animation. Dust. And they are.
And that's my entire turn, so it can go on past me.
Okay, and so I will to Johnny Battlecap. Johnny, what's the move, my friend?
We're gonna take out some more of these closies right here. So hatchling number 2, right up front and center.
Heckin' yes.
Here we go.
Give him a
We're
bite
going-
or a shot.
I'm going for it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna spend one of my precious few remaining luck points
Oh
to
no!
re-roll this 20 I just rolled.
Ooh,
Bro.
that ain't good.
Ooh, dirty.
That's
Bro.
not great.
I know this dice is in jail after this. I'll tell you that
You
much.
go,
Dice shame.
bad
Dice
place.
shame.
Out.
Hey,
Bad dice.
okay, so that was quite the
Bad dice.
turnaround. So the other dice was a 10, and that's a success. But this one's now a
Yes.
3, which is a tag skill, and so that's
Okay.
critical success.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna
Quite
hit.
the turnaround.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is
me
quite
roll
the
me some
turnaround.
damage.
That's quite the turnaround, they say.
Quite the turnaround.
He's rolling.
Roll me that damage, baby.
Damage.
5 damage.
Oh heck yeah! You let off a salvo with the combat rifle, and this one gets gooped hard. It is
Get outta
down.
here.
Bruce Willis stars in Goop Hard, and he is dead. Just gone. That first whole row just got completely exploded with that fucking firing line that you guys let off. But it is now Dorman Guns' turn, and he,
my arm.
seeing the Mirelurk in front of him, just takes the hose and just sort of throws it in its general direction before turning around and clambering his way, or attempting to clamber his way up you. He is damaged and injured, so I'm going to say that this is going to...
No, I stim pack him. I stim pack him. He's
He
no
He
longer
did
injured.
get one stim pack.
He is no longer injured.
Somewhat
His
kind
one
of
thing
injured.
was done. Yep. Then I will say that he is able to, with your assistance, as you have been so very patient in letting around, but his efforts were not in vain, holding off this swarm for at least a little bit of time. You are now on top of the rig with the entire party in tow, but there is now a Mirelurk who's climbing its way up onto the top of it as well.
Climberlurk.
As a rather large grouping of hatchlings, which are all within crabby distance. And the
Shit
Mirelurk Hunter,
fuckery.
which is now also very close, as just the crabs continue to crab people their way.
crabs.
Oops, that's the wrong one.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
They just keep crabbing. Crabs be crabbing, and the Mirelurk Hunter, who clambers his way, not the Mirelurk Hunter, the standard-ass Mirelurk, who clambers his way on top.
Standard ass Mirelurk.
Standard-ass Mirelurk on top of the thing. Grant, he's going to take a Krabby Patty swing at you, and it's going to hit.
Shit.
It is going to hit for... how many
Excuse me,
damage?
my defense is a 2.
Your defense is a 2?
It is, yeah.
It is? It actually
It
is?
is.
You're not...
It
is.
No fibbing?
No fibbing.
boo.
It's
Okay,
legit
then
a 2.
Then he is... I knew this, and he is not going to hit. My bad. I have action points. I'm going to spend them
Block.
against you.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Ow,
He
pain.
still does
the consequences of my earlier actions.
Sorry, he does.
Oh no, the consequences of my own action.
Yeah, and looking at it now, he actually would have hit with the first one too. I didn't realize his target number was
Oh no, this is bad for me.
It's not great. I'm sorry, he
Not
would have
looking
missed
great.
with the action point. He did hit.
Not great.
They hit a decent amount. That's a good miss for you. That
Oh my
one's a
God.
little less good. 1, 2, 3.
That's
That's gonna
good.
be 5 damage.
Oh,
That's a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of damage.
that's a
Still
that's a
not
critical
as
hit.
bad as Granby.
Ooh. How much is your damage resistance, good sir?
I have a damage resistance everywhere at least of 1, at least for physical.
Everywhere at least in 1. Okay, then you don't take a critical hit because you stop 1 point of that damage to your right leg. But this thing like snips. You've not. I don't know that maybe you've ever had the unfortunate ability to be this close to one of these before, being a long distancey sort of
Yeah, I don't tend to go up
combat-y
and
guy.
punch them.
This fucking hurts. It's 4 points of damage after your resistance gets put through on your leg. Like that was damn near probably one of the more painful things that you've ever experienced, and still been able to like stay conscious.
Still not as bad as Granby.
Conscious.
This is the worst. This is the motorcycle crash on the way home from a successful date level of pain.
Oh, it's just bad.
Oh.
Both pride and
Everything
body
hurt.
just.
Oh.
It is now.
I wish it had been worse for me when I crashed,
was
because
just-
now the pain.
A lurk. The others here come. They're not able to climb quite up in their turn, but they are now sort of all over the vehicle itself. But they get like they're crawling. They're crawling on the side of the thing on its way up.
No, get off!
Um,
Gross.
Yeah. Nope. They are not. They are oops all crabs, and they're oops.
I'm gonna
all
have a nightmare about this.
Good. I'm
This is
glad.
my
If I'm able to make you guys not sleep easy tonight, then I think I've done my job. It is with that the top of the order, which is Grant. You've got a Mirelurk, which just took a big old chomp of your leg. What do you do?
He fucking did. Ow. Ow.
No, guys, stop.
wow.
Stop funny
it.
anymore.
Go and
Down, boy.
No.
And I'm gonna do a called shot to its face. I wish that you could reroll damage dice. That would be slightly more fun. I'm gonna. You know what? Do we have 2? Can we have 2 action points?
You have none currently because this thing is in point blank difficulty with you, and
Yep.
you're using a
Close.
non-close quarters weapon.
Yeah, I think there is something
Um,
closer than close. If I'm not mistaken.
which is
Yeah.
kind of where you're at right now. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are
yeah,
going to shoot it in the
that's right.
face, it is still going to be 2 difficulty.
Okay, fair enough. I've bought 2 action points. I'm rolling for. Okay, I don't have to reroll anything. I think that's 3 successes and a barely
Okay.
almost made it.
Okay,
So
roll
I'm gonna
me
roll
face damage.
Damage to the face.
Face roll. Face roll.
Consider it free. Consider this free Botox. It's been better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to the face.
5 damage. Okay, you deal 4 damage to this thing,
Okay.
and as
Okay.
the shot rings off, this thing's face just like crumples in upon itself and also out upon itself. As you get covered in some pretty nasty, fishy, gross smelling bullshit.
gnarly
But the Mirelurk falls its carapastas off a couple of the water rig, and that was your major action. Anything else you want to do?
I'm Rifleman's. His jimmies are a little rustled at this point. I think even if he could, that'd be it. He's just sort of taking stock. I look over to see if Duke's okay, because I'm starting to get that inward focus of shit is going sideways. To be honest,
Duke is looking pretty the same sort of feeling. He's like looking around, not quite knowing exactly what to do. He also sort of looks and barks as from a distance the dogs there was a pack of them on the far side of the reservoir on the other side of where the fucking non-stop lurks are coming at you. He lets off a series of quick little tiny barks as the rest of the pack heads off into the sunsetty distance. And as they do, you feel a tremor shake from
tremor
below to the ground. It's shaky and rocky to begin with. But as the water in the tanker fills up to now a lovely 3,900 gallons, which is
that's as good as it's gonna get.
A rather large, sizable Mirelurk. The water level, it's like you see in a movie when the tsunami comes and like the water like pulls back for a minute.
Godzilla.
The water level starts to drop. The water level starts to drop in the giant reservoir as what appears to be a small landmass growing from the top of it, but as it continues to grow and continues to grow, you see that in fact it is not a landmass, but it is the largest creature, I think it's fair to say, any of you have ever seen, as a gigantic Mirelurk queen covered in barnacles the size of fucking buses, and like there's all kinds of other, like she's creeping and crawling with other little spawn and hatchlings, which are like the egg sacs are on her cover.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh no, egg sacs.
And it's just, there's
egg
Mirelurks
sac.
just, it's oops.
Egg sac.
Crabs.
It's
Egg
oops.
sacs are
Oh crap.
floating.
Okay,
The
so as
water
this
level drops by like a quarter in this thing as you are staring down now, not just a swarmed army of nasty looking Mirelurk spawn and a Mirelurk hunter, but a mama of all Mirelurk queens. What the fuck do you do?
Lads, we were sucking up Mirelurk shit.
Yeah, I believe it's Yuri's turn in the order right now. At this, Yuri's the last sticking point of his courage has now buckled, and he just like immediately turns with, if a ghoul could look even more ashen and fearful than a ghoul already does, he just grabs Clint by the shoulders and says, "Clint, go! It's now time."
Okay.
Fucking
Give me in the just absolute terrifyingness of this scene, like ain't nobody seen this kind of shit before. This is going to be another command test. We're gonna have it be another what did I say? So a charisma plus speech test to get Clint moving. You can go ahead and give me this at a difficulty 3, and I will let one of you.
There's no way that I can even make that. So there's no point in me rolling.
I was about to say. One of you can assist with this.
Johnny, assist him, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your handsome ass to assist me on this.
Handsome Johnny, get it done.
So
What
give
am I
me
checking?
2 rolls, 2d20 Yuri and 1d20 Johnny.
Okay, not that one.
Okay, our target number, Johnny, is 5, but I've got some luck points, and I'm gonna have to use them 100%. Okay, whew, here we go.
Spend him if you got him, baby. Spend him if you got him.
Yep, that's a 13 and a 9, so I'm gonna blow a luck point to re-roll that roll.
I rolled an 18, so I will also
I will also like to re-roll that shitty dice.
Like to re-roll.
We need to get moving.
Good call.
Actually, no, wait, hold on. Clint is in the order before the Mirelurks go again,
He
right?
is. Yeah, he is.
Okay, I'll still make the roll. I'm still turning the luck point. I'm still making the roll.
Yep. Okay.
Clint, order go again.
I rolled a 6.
Oh my god. What's that?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I got a 5 and a 4. So that's 2
Okay,
successes.
Well, yeah, but that's 2 successes, and Johnny, what's your charisma plus speech has to be pretty fucking bad.
Oh, my charisma plus speech is it's 10. So that's a success for me.
And that's 3 successes. If you got a 5 and a 4, and a 6, you're So when
Get
you do
moving,
assist,
Clint. No.
It's not
when
his
you do
stat.
assist,
It's my own.
As far as I know, and someone can rules lawyer me on this, but either way, I think you're still well within your
Well,
well
then
within
I
your
will put the
rights.
person to bed. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Good. Then in that case, that's what happens. Then Clint is going to go ahead and give a big old yeah on the situation here, and the much to
Now,
their
I would like
relief-
to point out that the hose that is on the truck is still in the water and it's unattached to anything, so it's going to be whipping around behind us as we take off.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing you'll have to deal with, but also a thing you might have to deal with is the giant planet of a.
Oh, I'm
beast
just
that
saying,
just-
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Planet.
On his
You-
behalf,
listen,
we
you-
understand.
You've got all kinds of problems at the moment, and that is one of them.
99
yes.
problems, and they're all Mirelurks.
And
Yeah.
Mirelurks is one. Hit me. But yeah, you are able to get this thing moving. You give him a command action, which is something we rarely do in this game, but you do just that. And I don't know how I'm going to move this effectively, but let me see if. Yeah. Basically,
Theater of the
imagine that this whole
mind.
rig-
It starts.
Theater of the
This whole
mind,
rig-
tear ass.
This whole rig
Terrace.
moves one rig's length this way. So you guys are basically about
Okay.
here at the moment. You do
All right.
take,
Getting this mother rolling.
these 3 lurks with you as this thing moves over here. But you do get rolling, and it is in fact probably a good thing that you did just that because it is now Johnny's turn. But this rig has now moved one of the 2 lengths it needs to move across the board to exit said scenario across said board. So Johnny, it is now up to you as this train is on the road, and as it comes to your turn, this large beastly creature lets out a bellowing, unlike anything you've ever heard, and like if you didn't know better, it like shakes the rig beneath you. It is your turn. What do you do?
So there's these 3 hatchlings have kind of like crawled onto the truck then as it's moving.
They've barnacled their way onto your rig. Yes, sir.
All right, so Johnny's gonna look at whichever of these is closest. He's like, "Hey, no free rides!" And then he pulls out his double barrel shotgun because they're at closest range, and we're gonna do a little shooty shoot. Here we
Do
go.
it.
Make a little love, get down tonight.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna spend what is my final luck point
Get out of town.
to
Johnny's
reroll
final
this
luck point.
20 I just rolled.
Fuck that
Oh,
20.
Wow.
Fuck that 20. Fuck that 20. Get rid of it. Get it out of your life. Get the
Get it
negativity
going,
out of your
get it
life.
going.
Girl.
2 successes, a 9 and an 8.
Nice. That's what you
On
needed to
11.
get to hit it.
Okay.
Yep. So
Okay.
roll that.
And
You're on the right path, son.
6 damage dice for the double barrel shotgun.
Okay.
That is an amount of damage for sure. Here we go. 4 damage.
Okay. You hit this thing for a hell of a lot of damage, and it's not looking good. It's hanging on, but it's also like just hanging on to its own life. So you've done a good job thusly, and it is now Clint's turn. Oh, actually, it's Dorman Guns' turn, but Dorman Guns has no ranged weapon, so he's going to try to take a swing at this lurk here, and take a swing with his Excalibur.
Use Excalibur.
He gets a hit, and he rolls damage, and oh, that's not great. he deals 3 damage to this Mirelurk, which I've lost my pencil. Need to take better notes. He does some damage to that one. You've done damage to the other, and it is now Clint's turn. Hold on. But you are able to, Johnny, take a lot of damage out of this hatchling here, to the point where it's looking like pretty goop city, and this one is down to not looking so good, and the other one's perfectly fine. But it is Clint's turn, and on his turn he is going to choose to major action and move this war rig off the side of the road, and continues down away from this whole situation. And there are like the crabs, they continue on for some time, coming after you, but we'll just, pet it through. As it goes through, you're able to easily enough, between the however many of you, clear off these last couple of crabs off the rig, and getting the rig moving one turn early there, Yuri, may very well have stopped you from being completely overwhelmed and mobbed out of this thing. As you pull off into the proverbial sunset or sunrise, sunset I guess in this case, away from the Grand Western Reservoir. Keep in your books that you have now taken 3,900 gallons of water.
Holy shit, this was a pucketer.
3,900.
It ain't too shabby, but as you take said water and haul it through, as you continue to move through the wasteland, you hear one last bellowing as the Mirelurks, suddenly upon hearing this call, as they're crawling after you through the couple of blocks away from the reservoir, suddenly just like stop and on a fucking pin turn tail and start moving their way back towards the dam. And you see the massive mama submerge herself back into the deep. You have filled up the rig, and you have successfully gained at least enough water to bring back for your quest. Mr. Guns took a lot of damage on that, and I think a couple of y'all aren't necessarily feeling so good. If you didn't get out of there when you did, that could have gone potentially a lot worse.
I do believe we pushed our luck as far as it could go.
Yeah,
indeed. We are coming up on the end of our session here, but how do you guys want to approach the next couple of hours of your day, as you start to move just in the breakneck speed of just like, holy shit, get the fuck out of Dodge. What is it you would like to do? How you have yourselves now the thing you came for, but you still have a good couple of days at least heading back, and you're not moving nearly as fast as you were as you start making your way back into the wasteland.
And we are headed back up an alternate route on the way. We're not coming back the way we came. We're doing the loop.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. Your whole plan was to come down the long way and then come up short. So it is about a 2 days, so like a day rest and a day's worth of travel to get yourself back to Boudler City with your prize in tow and back to the Crimson Caravan.
I say we keep moving as well. We have daylight, and at the first ready place where we can conceal ourselves as best we can, we rest and patch ourselves up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yuri, you mind maybe just quick looking? I got a slug in my leg. As soon as you pull it out, though, I'll do first watch. I'm not going to be able to sleep anyway for the next couple hours.
I know exactly how you feel. And then he kind of looks back to the way that we came, and he kind of just shudders to himself. Like, I've been through some serious shit in my time in the West, but holy fuck, I've never seen something like that before.
I haven't seen Yuri slip his tongue like that yet. That's pretty.
Yeah,
Extreme.
you've actually, honestly, in character, you've never seen Yuri this rattled before.
No.
He is rattled at that.
Well, fucking me too. I give Dookie Boy a hug a little longer than normal. You know what I mean?
I will perform some first aid on anyone who needs it. I will roll on Grant.
Yeah.
So that's intelligence plus medicine.
Well, hold on, before you get clickety clacking some math rocks. We'll say that you guys, you have this conversation like you essentially just came face to face with a fucking eldritch god. As far as creatures in the wasteland go, like that was something that is
next level shit.
Rarely seen around these parts. It's dry. It's like an arid sort of situation. The fact that you found mirelurks at all is a little bit surprising. Let alone found the mirelurk of all mirelurks. So it's natural to think you would all be a little bit shell shocked from that situation. In fact, Clint and Dorman Guns and
shell shocked.
You get the impression that Dorman Guns has seen some shit. And he is even sort of frazzled by this. And it's not long after you sort of have this initial, like, what the fuck conversation, that you all sort of feel this, like, yeah, okay, not so bad, Mirelurk. Okay, all right, sure. You are able to travel throughout the day, and, like, it's far.
Ceviche you later.
Wow. Good job. You make your way far less eventful. You pass like a couple more packs of these sort of wild dogs and the like, but you make your way to we'll say, I don't know, let's go with a highway overpass, classic Fallout style. About only a bit of it left. The decrepit old skeletal remains of a concrete super highway, where you decide to make the night, being able to pull sort of the rig underneath it, so at least you're getting a bit of shade from the super hot dry sun, as well as trying to conceal this rig a little bit. The Brahmin are lowing in the fields as you have this holy shit, we should probably patch each other up situation. So now that you've made, say that you've made camp for the day, and the sun is beginning to set, why don't you try to heal your friend there with a intelligence plus medicine roll?
Yeah, I would love to. And because I have the lab coat, I can re-roll.
Very good at all of these things.
I am very good at all of this. So, yes. And also, I have some perks. You gain on a successful medicine check, you gain an extra hit point.
Extra hit point, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, that is a target number of 13.
That's pretty good.
That's a 9 and an 11. So that's 2 successes.
Great success. Yep, very
great
success.
Yep, you're going to succeed easily. He wasn't injured or anything like that. Just barely avoided an injury on that Mirelurk claw. But yep, you're going to heal. So how many is that then? 3 or 4? Sorry, hit points.
It's 4 then.
4 hit points. Okay.
Oh no, it's 5 then. It's a 5. Medicine skill plus 1 because of my healer ability.
Okay, there you go.
So it's a total of 5.
There you go. Grant, you're going to heal 5 hit points. Dorman Guns.
Fucking yes.
We'll say from a, I mean, you stim packed him. Plus, you're going around. If you're going around dealing out health points, we'll say that. We'll let that be a group sort of medicine check. Which he's even with 5 hit points, he's still going to be a little bit worse for wear, having pulled that claw from his chest. But you were able to stim pack him, so we'll basically call it a draw. But as
actually, you know what? Is there like a hatch on the top of this thing?
There most certainly is.
I'm going to open it and I'm going to stick my hand in. Do I feel anything?
I would say at the amount of gallons of gasoline you were able to pump, like, yeah, I'd say you'd be able to like reach down and like you have to put pretty much your entire body into the hole of this thing. But yeah, you could get down there and yeah, touch water if you wanted to.
Well, let's just say, because in Fallout, water is radiated, correct? I'm gonna beam Dorman Guns a smile and say, why don't you hop into this here Bacta tank for a little bit, big boy?
Nice work.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, I honestly need to check if
have
super
to process
benefit
this.
from. I
I
don't
need
know
to
if super
process.
mutants benefit from radiation in the same way that ghouls do, rules wise.
Ghouls rules.
Yeah,
Ghouls
yeah,
rules.
I mean, rule of cool. I really like it. And I'll say easily that your damage, because you did take a couple of bites from those hatchlings.
Oh, I got real fucked up.
Fucked up, son.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say it's easy enough that like Yuri can dive in, take a swim in the rads, and like get
Radiation. I love
a
it.
little sauna,
Hey.
you know, it's not too shabby.
Hi,
Yeah,
town.
you take-
Sorry, your water tastes like super mutant and ghoul
Hey, they were
flesh.
gonna have to filter it anyway. It's full of fucking Mirelurk shit.
Justifications.
It's true.
Justifications.
They have a pretty elaborate, like, you know, rock and silt and like charcoal sort of filtration system. Mine's better, I suppose we go, sure. But yeah,
Totally.
you're able to take a dip, reheal your hit points. Very good. I'll have to double check for dormant guns, but I think between the stim pack, healing the injury, and the medicine rolls, I think, and given it enough time, because you guys are making camp here for the night, I think it's probably gonna balance out. That stim pack came in handy because that injury was
Well,
pretty
we're out of
devastating,
stim
so-
packs again, boys. So
You're out
Last
of them
round.
now, but at the
We're always
very
out of
least, you are able to make camp for the night and heal up. And as
Whew, that was a
you,
close one.
You make it was as you make camp for the night. You know, we'll say narrative-wise, we can retcon some of this if we have to, but you know, you make a small fire and like it's like you just dodged like some pretty big bullets, and you know, you hear the dogs barking out through the streets of Dogtown throughout the night, but it is more or less uneventful. You have a day's ride back to Boudler City, and as the camera pans out on your pseudo celebration, having dodged the Eldritch God of the Mirelurk, our camera pans and a camera fades as we zip through some of the streets of Dogtown and back across the reservoir and back through towards the hills. And from far and away, just very quickly, Grant, as you're regaling with the tales and, you know, everyone's having a cheers as the sun dips down, you're not 100% sure, but you think from off in the distance, just out of the corner of your eye, you once again see that small little glint off in the
That
distance.
scope.
And as our camera zooms,
That scope.
the beating of hooves, you think you hear it off in the distance. And that's where we're
No.
going to end our episode
Gross.
for today. Episode 12 is...
Episode 12, everybody. We made
Episode
it.
12.
That was it.
Dirty Dozen, baby.
Lucky number 13. What a time. Thank you, everyone, for chiming in. And I see Matthew Neisinger is here in the chat here today. Thank you so much. Your some of the rules notes that you've been sending through the YouTube chats came in handy today. So thank you very much for pointing that out. It's all a learning work in process here. So if anyone ever notices anything that we get wrong through this fairly new game system, please let us know, because we want to make this the best experience for both ourselves and for you folks as well. And we'll also getting ready to do the last of our giveaway draws for today as well.
Who's gonna win?
Give yourselves a quick second to go and if you haven't already, comment !prize pack in the threads. We'll give everyone, say, another minute or so if you haven't already. We'll add you to the list. While I'm making sure I have everyone on the list. Thank you, everyone, for joining in with us today. It's been super fun making this show a reality. We are going to be back in 2 weeks, which, if my calendar is correct, is February the 4th. So we'll be back for another episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us as we shift to our new day. It worked better for us.
Thanks, guys.
Stuff on Friday, so we weren't sure how it was going to be received. With the small but mighty following we have with this game, and we do this whole thing for you guys. So I'm glad to see that everyone's been, for the most part, been able to stick through and hanging out, which is super fun because we love hanging out here as well. Speaking of other stuff we've got going on, We've got some more videos coming out recently. The most recent Better Know a Faction video for Fallout Wasteland Warfare has been getting lots of views. You folks have been giving some good feedback as well. It was part 1 of a 2-part Survivors recap and review. So coming up next in the next couple of weeks, we've got all kinds of fun stuff, including the next episode of the New Vegas Battle Report narrative campaign, episode 4 of 5, so we're almost at the end. It should be coming out early next week, so keep your eyes out for that. And then the New Vegas Survivors review shortly thereafter, and then a new Skyrim battle report, Call to Arms 1 as well. If you want to see all the different stuff that we got planned going on for the first top of this year, go check out the recap, year in review and year looking forward video I put out not a while ago. So Fallout 2D20 will continue to be a big part of our programming going forward, which we're super excited about. And speaking of super excited about, thank you guys all so much for watching, and let's get this most recent giveaway on the go. I'm using the wheel widget we have on Streamlabs has been failing me, so I'm doing this real scientifically, guys, and you can watch me do it in real time. And here we go. And
I was about to pull back the curtain.
I'm gonna pull back the curtain and go to randomnumbergenerator.com as we roll the dice, and that is lucky number 4, which is George Keith. George Keith, you are the winner.
Hey,
of
George!
Second
Georgie
giveaway
boy.
of the episode. Georgie boy, you've won yourself a WGNR hoodie. So big thanks to all of you folks for watching and for subscribing, for sharing the views, for all that fun stuff. And to you Patreon members as well, thank you so much. As well as non-members, anyone who gets involved in this, tell your friends, let us know. It's super fun to be part of this community. That's why we do it. We have a great time doing this. We would be doing this anyway, but it's really fun to do it for and with you guys, and it's really fun to have this collaborative thing. So George Keith and Jonathan Pittman of Excalibur Hobbies, please get in touch either through our Discord or through wgnewsradio@gmail.com. Everyone there in the chat today, Devin, Matthew, you name it, Hondat as always, get in on the chat and get in on the conversation if you'd like on our Discord. We're talking about Fallout Wasteland Warfare, 3D printing, miniature hobbies in general, and of course Fallout 2D20. So thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back in
guys.
2 weeks. Track us down on Instagram, and you can track us down anywhere in our comments down below. We will be back in 2 weeks, and this has been a super fun time. We'll be back with lucky number 13 episode coming at you on February 4th. So until then, stay tuned. We will be back, and don't feed the Yowglite or the Mirelurks.
Don't feed that Mirelurk.
Thank you so much for watching, Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls, which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching, Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls, which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your budget, then Streamlabs might be the way for you. There you can get some cool WGNR merchandise and make a one-time donation to help keep the channel alive. Your donations mean that I can make more content more often and continue to expand the type of programming that you get to watch on WGNR. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, WGNR will be back. Thank you so much for watching Wastelanders, and if you liked this video, then please subscribe to WGNR on YouTube and consider heading over to my Patreon and Streamlabs pages. On Patreon, you can get exclusive rewards, including video shoutouts, access to polls which will help guide future WGNR content, and you can even become immortalized as a named character in a future WGNR video. If monthly donations aren't in your